Yeah, it has to be. 10. I was thinking 5 10 month. Okay, I get it. Yeah, he's that close. Yeah.
What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's the word?
Man, we over here trying to figure out who is who, what is what, and just living our best life, man. Dude, it's feeling like spring now, bro. It's like
Beautiful.
it's beautiful outside, man.
It's not going to drop off too much either. You know how Pittsburgh is.
Yes,
It's a little up and down.
yes.
So there is going to be a down this week. But then I checked the weather for next week.
It's
It's
nice, bro.
sunny the whole week,
Yeah.
like 60s and 70s.
It is definitely nice, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, between it being nice like this, I was watching some of the they had like the par 3 challenge on the Masters starting today.
Yeah.
Watching some of that, I was like, yep, feels right, man. Feels like I'm supposed to be outside again, man.
You watching the Masters this year?
I do plan to, because I am a golfer now. You know this. I felt like once I started getting my own clubs, like that's when I officially crossed over to like I'm a golfer. And then I
Who's
got
your
multiple
pick?
pair of shoes.
You got a pick?
Not really. I mean, I pick with my heart, but you know how that's gonna go.
Let me give you a quick breakdown
Okay.
of this Masters.
I'm about to say, if not Tiger, then Tony Finau. You know, that's what I'm rolling.
I
with.
think Tiger's going to make the cut.
Okay, that's a
Actually, one of
positive.
my betting buddies told us to bet that he thinks it's a virtual
Okay.
lock because he's so familiar with the course,
'Cause that's what
and
they were
he's
saying,
going to
like,
be only healthier from what he was
early
last
on.
year.
Okay.
And last year, that was, I think, months removed
from the accident.
from the accident, and he still made the cut. So now he's got a full year of all this recovery time,
And listening
playing
to him
limited
talk,
tournaments.
He did say he felt like his skills were still there. It was just the fatigue part. And
Could see that. You could
Yeah.
see that when he's walking, he's
I heard
limping
what
and
you
stuff.
said too when you talked about how he's a purist. He was like he won't use the cart.
He won't.
He made a reference to it at the end. He was like, I got like 3 years and then I'll have the little buggy. And now he was like, that'll make it a little easier on me. But he was kind of like just like downplaying. I was like, dang, why is it like that? I didn't know. Is that really an option for him though?
Dude, he is. He's a traditionalist. What buggy is he talking about? Is he talking about
I'm
a
not
pull cart or is he
sure.
talking about an
I
actual
don't-
golf
I
cart?
don't know.
Because they
But he
made
definitely made a
some
reference
type
to
of
it in a couple
stipulation
of
where
years.
you could start using golf carts if injuries are permitting you from actually walking the course. And John Daly, I don't know what injuries he has outside of
Yeah.
just drinking a ton of booze and being fat.
Golfing
but
with
he
no
was able
shoes
to.
on.
He was
fired
able to
over
pull
it.
it off. I think in one of these tournaments, he was able
Yeah.
to drive around with a golf cart. But Tiger made fun of that. He's like, I'm never doing that.
Okay, yeah, because Tiger definitely like made a reference to like in a couple of years I could do something like that. But yeah, like I said, my heart wants it to be Tiger, but I just don't think he's gonna be able to, like you said, keep it up for the multiple days. Tony Finau is my dark horse because that's like
Okay.
my favorite current guy. I like his swag. I don't know anything outside of that. I know he got 2 sons. They was out golfing with him today. I think it was his wife out there with him. They was doing like
I think he's
white-
got like 5 kids.
yeah, but the boys,
Sure.
I guess like the older ones were out there, because it was like some type of like weird par 3 thing they were doing today where at
Yeah,
first it
par
was
3
like
contest.
it was like, all right, par 3 contest close to the hole, and then we got the hole in one. Then they had like the kids come out there and putt. Then it was like the wives and the dudes out there doing it together. But like the children and women were all in like jumpsuits. It was crazy, bro. But it was fire though.
Yeah, it ain't that serious. What they do is just, it's more like
Yeah.
tradition.
They
Dudes
say
come
it's
out
like
and play
big
it.
on
I actually
family
do
or something
think
like that,
it
though, right?
is. I think they actually do declare a winner. But no, it's just like a yearly tradition. They do a par 3 contest before the
Gotcha.
Masters every year.
But they were like, yeah, the Masters is all about family. And then they had me laughing in my mind because I thought back about the Tiger documentary. And I was like, dang, was that happening at the Masters when they was talking about this whole family?
Well, did you
thing?
hear what happened with his new chick?
Lord. Oh, no.
You didn't hear about this?
No, educate me. Hold on. Do I want to know what happened?
Yeah, it ain't that bad.
Okay,
no,
cool.
he locked her out of his house.
He locked her out.
They broke up. And yeah, he locked her out of the big mansion or whatever he's got down in Florida. And like she ended up suing him for some reason. I don't know if they had an agreement where she was supposed to live there for X amount of time.
Oh.
But they broke up. I think he like he did something like
Was it Tiger-ish?
it was like a bait and switch. I think he said, "Hey, as a family, we're going here."
No. I did it. That was a while ago.
But then
that
they
wasn't
like
recent.
left her somewhere.
Yeah, he had her
and then
bags
they locked
packed.
her out.
Yeah, they had the bags packed because she wouldn't leave. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a couple months ago though. I remember that.
Yeah.
He had the bags packed. She wasn't trying to leave, so he had like the driver or somebody. They like confused her though. Told her, like we're going on a trip, and yeah, she left.
Then she came back. She was locked out,
Yes.
and then she sued him.
I do remember that now. I thought it was something new since then. Yeah, okay. That was pretty
Then
funny,
you hearing
buddy.
about the Tiger and Giselle rumors.
Oh,
I
well,
just made that
I
up.
was about to say, Lord. I mean, that's in a different type of bracket than my dating life. You know what I mean? If I would ever, I'm like, yo, that Tiger's a billionaire.
That would be the craziest collab
About to
out
say
there.
Tiger and Giselle as free agents on the dating market. What we talk about, man? That's like when Brady was coming out of New England. Like, oh, is Brady really on the market right now? That's what we doing? Yeah, you can't have both of them out there like that. Yeah, that's a power couple, man.
I heard Tom's trying to win her back,
Okay.
but Tiger's definitely a free agent for sure.
Yeah. Tiger on the prowl, you got to be careful. No pun intended. But like I said, I checked the tape. I watched the 60 30 for 30 on him. I seen what he's capable of. Yeah.
Let me tell you why
Not negative way,
this
but just
Masters
in a,
though is such a must watch,
Yeah.
especially for this year of golf. The majors, and Masters is one of them. This is the only time where you're going to get guys from Live and guys from PGA
All at the
Tour
same time.
together. So that's
Yeah.
it. These are going to be the best fields of golf.
Yeah. That is pretty dope.
Masters, U.S.
Yeah.
Open. I don't know about the Open. I don't know what type of rules they have for letting guys in, and then also PGA Championship. I think the Masters is. I'll be interested to see if it's Masters or U.S. Open, which one has the most Live guys in it.
Okay.
Just based off,
Which one do you
it's
think-
based off like qualifications, like where do you stand in the top 50 in world
Yeah.
golf rankings? What majors have you won over the last 5 years? There's ways that you get the bid into these majors, and I feel like the Masters and the U.S. Open might be the most lax.
Okay. So then you think it'll probably be more of them in the Masters now, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be either number 1 or number 2 of Live guys in the whole field.
Nah, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm excited about it though, bro. I am. Like I said, this gonna be my first time really, really paying attention to it. Cause usually I used to be anti-golf. I used to be anti any of this type of stuff unless it was Tiger playing. But now that I have crossed over to that beautiful side of greenery, man, no pun intended as well with that. But it is a beautiful combo when you got that green with the other green and you out there. It's like, it's amazing. But now, man, I do enjoy it now, man. It's real comforting. It's peaceful. And at the same time, nerve-wracking when you keep hitting bad shots, which some of them dudes are still doing today, so I don't feel bad about my skills or the lack thereof. So, no, it was a vibe, though, man. But other than that, though, man,
Watch for Scotty Scheffler
Scotty Scheffler. That's your guy?
on a tear. Yeah.
That's your guy. Okay.
I'm picking him.
Scotty Scheffler.
I got a bet in on Max Homa. My betting buddy told me to get him on plus. It was like plus 5,500. This was like months ago, and his odds are way worse right now. So I got that leg in my back pocket, but I'm actually picking Scotty Scheffler to win.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to bet Tiger to win the cut as well.
Okay.
But I gotta figure out when to bet Scheffler because right now he is the odds-on favorite.
So it ain't going to be no value.
Yeah. I don't know if the value's there right now, but I'm definitely doing Tiger to make the
Does it
cut.
make sense for me to put any money on Tony?
What are you talking here?
I don't know.
Maybe a top 20.
Like I said,
If you get top
this
20
would be
maybe
my
on
first
even
time-
odds.
Can I just, I'm putting this out there. This would officially be my first time ever wagering on a golf event. I have never thought about it, but I got that itch while I was watching, you know?
Simple things to look at. How has he done on the course in the past? What type of finishes has he had? Has he made
Okay.
the cut consistently?
Mhm.
Like probably him winning it.
But
I
the
don't
top
know if
20
that's-
though, right?
That's what I'm saying. Top
Yeah.
20, top 10, see where the odds are.
Okay.
If you can get like a top 20 or a top 25 at even odds, and he's played good at the Masters in the past,
Yeah.
because he's a good golfer.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
think
he's
that
good
would be a
enough, yeah.
decent bet.
Okay. Because I feel like he's like that good. I don't know enough comparisons just yet. I'm like, is he a Kirk Cousins of golf? He's not that, is he?
Wow, that's not the
Because
worst
that's kind
of comparisons.
Like when I saw him, I was like, he kind of gives me Kirk vibes. Like you're kind of
No-
good,
no
you get
majors.
streaky, but you don't have like the elite tier like accolades. But you're good. You're good enough. Like I feel
He gets-
respectable.
he gets very
when I
hyped
talk
at
about you.
times.
Whenever I say Tony Finau, they're like, oh, okay, you know enough. He ain't elite, but he good enough. So I don't know. Is he Kirk? It would be fitting that the golf I was drawn to.
I'd
was
have
the
to
Kirk
think of that
Cousins
more.
golf, if
That's
that
not
was the
bad.
case.
It might be the Dak
Yeah.
Prescott.
Okay.
But Dak and
The
Kirk,
same church, different
same.
pew. I'm about to say, man. It's
I'd have to think about that. I would have to think about that more.
Okay.
Who's the Kirk Cousins of golf right now?
yeah. Cause I just get that vibe.
He's got to
every
be in the
once
mix.
a while, man.
No majors. It's got to be a guy with no majors.
Definitely in the convo, man. Cause he's good, but he's not there. Yeah. For sure.
So we hitting up these shout outs then.
We are. I'm still taking.
Oh, nice. Pirates beat Boston. I didn't even know they were playing. I saw the bottom ticker. They won against the Red Sox. They swept them.
I like that. Let's get it then, man.
4-2.
Let's go. And they'll be home opener this weekend, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll be down there.
What day you going? I was thinking about going this weekend.
Friday.
Oh, you okay? I was thinking Saturday or Sunday. I wanted to go Sunday because it was like the day joint.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's gonna be beautiful down there. You know, man. If you catch Pirates like home opening weekend, man, it's a vibe, bro.
Definitely
a vibe, man. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, I'm good to go. You good to go? We got plenty to talk about, man. Not only are we gonna be discussing these wide receiver meetings and some of the visits that we have coming in. You know, we got TG pulling up, and we had a new hire as well that we're gonna react to. So, without further ado, drop in the comment section where you are tuning in from, so we can give those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And hit that like button one time and subscribe if you have not done so. Please and thank you.
Robert Cotting, 860, Connecticut. We got Simon Elias tuning in from the 246, Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
Rod Dulles.
Shout out to Barbados.
The 330, Youngstown, Ohio.
Can we get a share a line? Share a line.
Absolutely. Dylan Smith, the 814, Pleasant Gap, PA.
Where's that at, by the way?
Huh?
Where's Pleasant Gap at?
No clue.
Okay.
814. I don't know.
Is that State College area, Altoona area?
I feel like it's on the west side. I feel like it's closer to us than the Philly.
Yeah.
Adrian Hernandez tuning in from the 503, Portland, Oregon. Because I've seen that zip code before pop up.
Yeah, anytime I see
when
the 8
people were
ones,
calling
I'm just
me.
like, yeah.
And those might be like some of my buddies' friends. And they're like from up, I guess, more north.
Okay.
Devontae Gray, the big 909, San Bernardino.
Shout out to San Bernardino, baby.
Jerem 824, Front Royal VA, the 540, baby.
Yo, shout out to Front Royal. Oh, and Dylan Smith did spin the block. He said it's 5 minutes from State College. Okay. So shout out there. Shout out.
See, Alpha Mango's got, it might cover a wide range. It says 814 Erie, PA.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like up north.
Okay, so
that's where I was. Yeah. Mr. Pittsburgh Steelers for life, 817 Funky Town, Texas.
Let's get it.
Adam Eccles, 706 Athens, Georgia.
Man, let me tap in. I got John Pell tuning in from the 423 Chat-Town. You love to see that. Jake from State Farm. Nice khakis, Jake from State Farm. 406 Montana, baby. Then after that, let me holler at Dylan Elder tuning in from the 813 Ruskin, Florida, the birthplace of Deontay Johnson. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but if it is, shout out to the birthplace of Deontay Johnson, and shout out to you, Dylan Elder. I wonder, I feel like I need to go check that out. I'm gonna just take.
I gotta believe him.
I feel like
if you're bringing that up, you gotta know.
And especially in the chat, we know Deontay is kind of a lightning rod. You either like love Deontay or you're like, I want to move on from Deontay. So for you to bring up that y'all have something in common, you definitely had to feel strong about that. So
that's crazy though. Dude coming out of Florida, didn't get offers from any of those schools down there.
Yeah.
Had to go to Toledo.
Seriously. All the way in Ohio.
Then becomes an actual Pro Bowl receiver.
Yeah.
That's how it works though. I mean, you can attest to it, right?
No, seriously, man. Yep. It happens like that, man. All right, let me get some more real quick, man. I got to talk to Cody James. He says, yes, sir. Shout out to UConn. Yeah, shout out to the UConn Huskies. The guys' team winning another national championship without any dramatic fashion. You love to see that, man. But no, shout out to the UConn squad, man. Guys and girls, man. They didn't past decade, man. They done ran it up a little bit with them championships in the hoops. So respect. Kurt Von A, the 724. Latrobe area. Let's get it. Shout out to Latrobe. Shout out to Dinos and shout out to Sharkies. Then after that, man, I will end it with my homie Wally Locke tuning in from the 772. Love. We'll love you too, man. All love.
I'm gonna hit these super chats. Well, there's only one.
One, right? Yeah, it should just be one.
The first one, though, Kurt Von A. He's joined the upper room.
Shout out to Kurt Von A. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed.
Next, we have Let's Go UW saying, it's such an odd feeling having optimism for the Pirates. Hopefully Reynolds goes on a Judge/Bonds type of home run record run.
That would
Also,
be fun.
Saturday is the first fireworks show at PNC this season.
Yes. Actually, that is why I think I was planning on Sunday, because my middle girl hates fireworks.
Really?
Yeah. They like, it's like a legit thing, bro. We'll be going places like, are there fireworks? If there are fireworks, I can't go. And I'm like, yo, this is nuts. But then they like literally be like, especially her, she'd be like freaking out, bro. Yeah. So we try to avoid the firework day. But yes, I did see this Saturday was the firework day, man. I did see that. And I like fireworks. That's the crazy part, Deke. I'm actually like a fireworks
They're pretty
guy.
good.
I don't want to start. I don't use fireworks personally, you know. Occupational hazard with one of my former guys. So with that, I leave those alone. But I like to watch them though, man. I'm definitely the guy. I will sit the lawn chair out, put the little blanket down, like let's chill out here, get some bug spray. I hate bugs. But other than that, I want to watch the fireworks, man. You a fireworks guy?
I got nothing against them. It's just they're the same.
Okay.
But they are nice when it's down at PNC Park.
Yeah, it's like pretty, man. Real scenic. Real scenic. All righty.
With Reynolds, though, yeah, he's got 4 home runs in 6 games. So he's on a pace for like, it was 129 going into this game. He didn't hit a home run today. So it's got to be probably around like 90 or 100 home runs. That's what he's on pace for.
My question is this. He named 2 very unique players when he was like Judge and Bonds type of home run record runs. Judge, we know, is just a massive dude. Everything's clear on surface level. Everything seems positive, so we're good. With Bonds, though, we know, even though I'm a Barry Bonds supporter, and I do feel like he should still be in the Hall, we do know some jankiness surrounding the situation. Would we fault Reynolds if he were to tap in?
Huh?
I said, would we really fault Reynolds if he were to tap in potentially to go on one of those runs as well?
Wait. Tap into the type of stuff Bonds was using? Would you blame him?
Yeah.
I don't blame anyone for using it.
I don't think I would either. That's the crazy part. But I was trying to figure out,
it's illegal. It's not. It's not allowed in the sport. So if you get caught, I don't feel bad for you either. Like,
right.
You know what
and
you're doing going in. But
Well,
yeah,
I
if
think
you
it's
could
like the
pull
pros
it
and
off,
cons
get
to it,
away with
yeah.
it, get your contract, take your
they don't
half a
take the
season
money
suspension
back.
or whatever,
Yeah.
so be it. Based off Reynolds, though, I do got to give him the benefit of the doubt. This dude is scrawny as hell. I don't think he's juicing.
Well, when we talk Bonds early on was on the smaller side. Still was elite, but smaller side. And then we know when he went on his run, it's just because he brought up the Hall of Fame, the home run record run. That was big Barry, massive head Barry. We know what Barry.
Yeah, if you
was
mean
all
to tell
about,
me
go
Brian
Barry.
Reynolds gradually gains 25 to 30 pounds as the season goes on,
and
then
his head starts to expand,
Sure.
About gain 40, 50. It's like, whoa, wait, man, something adding up here.
I don't see him doing that because he already has a contract locked up with the Pirates.
Yeah.
We're going back and forth right now.
Right.
So I don't think he's necessarily looking for this grand new deal in a year or two. Like, you have it right now if you want it.
Yeah.
The problem is now they're going back and forth about this opt-out year. He wants it in the 4th season. I don't know when the Pirates initially offered that opt-out or if it was even on the table at all. But that's the sticking point. What sucks is they didn't get the deal done before Monday. Could Brian Reynolds' asking price just continue to go up as the season goes on? He has 4 home runs in 6 games.
The more
he's playing
home runs
amazing.
he hits, man, heck yeah. We got us a Barry convo,
And I wouldn't blame him
Barry
either.
Bonds and Brian Reynolds right now, like something he doing working right. Yeah, but it definitely had me wondering. I'm like, I remember how exciting and how electric baseball was during that time.
Yeah, that's when I played baseball. Like, A-Rod was awesome.
Bro, come on, man. Sosa and all them dudes.
Yeah.
Like it was. We know it was toxic after the fact, but we all loved it while it was going on. So it just had me wondering. That's all.
I do think baseball's turning the corner here with some of these new rules, banning the shift and then
I like how they're
getting
speeding
these
it up,
pitch
too.
count or the pitch timer going. That's nice.
I do like that, man.
Yeah, these games are going like 2 hours and a half.
It didn't feel nowhere near as long as it used to be. That sound not the best, but yeah, I'm glad that everything's working out with that. Yeah.
Last super right now. Thomas Dowdy, worried about our Penguins goalie in need.
What's happening? I did not tap
They lost to the Devils terribly yesterday. Must-win game, and you lay a stinker like that's embarrassing.
I remember you said
Literally
we're in must-win
embarrassing.
territory, though. You definitely told us that.
Yeah, you got to keep winning. Like, losing that game, you're probably starting to look at other teams and hoping that they lose. You never want to be in that situation. You want to control your own destiny. And the Penguins were in that scenario.
Tell them, learn from us, man. Yeah, because when you start...
But I don't know about now. After yesterday's loss, I haven't been keeping track of the Panthers or Islanders because those are the other two teams that are in the mix for that final spot. Yeah. We might be scoreboard watching a little bit for these last few games.
I don't even know how that makes me nervous in hockey. Because hockey is already just crazy as its own right. But yeah.
But if we get in... Don't be surprised.
Make some noise, man.
Round one upset.
We can always make noise, man.
Don't be surprised.
We can always make noise. You know that. You know that. I like it. I think we are caught up on Supers too.
Yeah.
Because I did have to ask you. I went on social media and I did see where the Steelers quarterback with the most Super Bowl trophies had a chance to meet the future face of the franchise, or the current face of the franchise, but the future GOAT, Terry Bradshaw and KPA, man. How'd you feel about it, man? I'm going right there. Did you?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying,
what do you expect my reaction to be?
I just wanted to know.
Outside of only positivity.
That's what I'm expecting.
That's great. Cool.
Let me hear it, man. Yeah. Like, because
I don't have too much else to offer.
Terry, man.
It's cool. Yeah.
I think it's going to rub off on him, man. I'm excited for him, man.
Sure, and we're still waiting the Kenny appearance on the Big Ben podcast too. Yeah, so
it's got to be happening soon though.
Yeah, so it's good just to have Steeler quarterbacks all in accord.
Nah, facts though, facts. Has Terry been straight?
I don't know if that's happening. I think their relationship got mended early on. Probably Ben's first 3 or 4 years. I think Bradshaw had some critical comments, and their relationship was on the rocks.
Okay,
but as time went on, I think they're good.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I just remember Bradshaw. I thought his was with Coach
I'm waiting
T.
for the Canada appearance too.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro.
It might.
You think it will?
He teased like a special guest. He was like, "There's gonna be someone on. No one's expecting. It's gonna be a big one."
Yo,
I need that.
That we all do. We would all want to know about that one. We would all. I would be very intrigued. To see
Ben's been complimentary of Canada though this season.
Yeah, but
he said he's a good guy and stuff, and this and that. So I mean, maybe they actually had a decent personal relationship, but they didn't agree on business and formations and offense, which I understand. If you're Big Ben, you.
I was like, "Where are you going with this, Deke? Where are you going?"
I trust me. You know what side I'm leaning on. That I side with Ben.
Stan Claire said it's gonna be AB.
Wow. That's one. Yeah, that's 3 guests right there. That would be blockbuster.
Yo,
for Big Ben.
Which one? Let's see.
AB. AB. There's not even a question. That's the one I would want to see over any of them. There's no question. I mean, at some point they should do a 30 for 30.
We all would want to see it. I feel like they definitely should do a 30 for 30 on those two guys, their relationship, man.
Almost like they did with the Magic, Penny and Shaq.
Magic, Shaq, Penny and Shaq. Yeah, what could have been, or I forgot what they call it. Oh my goodness,
this magic moment.
Yeah, this magic moment. Yeah.
They could maybe go a little bit outside of just Big Ben and AB, call it like the Killer B era.
Yeah.
What could have been.
Make it a little bit more cushion.
Because you could talk about all the shit that happened in those playoffs and how unlucky and unfortunate we got too there. Yeah. Like with Toussaint fumbling, Shazier getting hurt, like all that stuff too.
Down. Yeah,
Martavis being suspended, can't stay off the weed. Le'Veon Bell smoking plus injuries. Yeah. Like there's so many what ifs from that era.
You know I'm down for a 30 for 30 in that era, man. I would watch it. I would definitely watch it.
They might need to ask you to be one of the guys, the interviews.
Man, I'm down for that. I feel like me, Ramon, dudes that's already in this media thing, we already got our ends. I'm ready. So yeah, all good, man. What you need? You want some flair with these stories, man? You want to really know some stuff? You know what I mean? We talk. But nah, man. If I had to, obviously we would all want to see the AB and Ben. I just think, in terms of realistic, which one probably it is, I'd probably go Canada #1, Bradshaw #2. Long space tab. This ain't me down here, man.
It would have to be a 30 for 30 for them to be in the same room together. Yes, like at the end with the Shaq and Penny one where they got them. Yes. Where was it? Like poolside and just talking for like 5 minutes at the end.
Because I was like, I don't see them two dudes sitting down like that, having that type of... Especially this stage of AB. This isn't the AB from like 5 years ago. This isn't the AB from 2 years ago. This AB is like, it's different. Yeah, it's different. Just leave it at that, man.
I thought you were gonna bring up. I put some dude on blast today. He was talking about Pickett. He's like, "Oh, I got some new information. Looking back on last year,
Who was this
Pickett
dude?
was ranked like first in PFF total grade over the last like 8 weeks. He was ranked in like first in like deep ball accuracy over the last like he listed off probably like 4 or 5 different stats that were top 10 or top 5 that KP8 was producing last year from weeks 12 to 18. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna change my tune. That's what I'm allowed to do. New information, this and that. I'm like, bruh, this ain't new information.
This been out.
This has been out forever. It's just like, shut up. Keep that same energy.
Right.
You were talking shit on Pickett. You probably weren't watching the games.
You
were
definitely
just box score
watching.
watching, stat watching. Keep that same energy. This ain't new information. The people that were actually watching the games knew that Kenny Pickett could play ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put someone on blast. I don't even know who it was. I just
So you had
it
to
popped.
fire him up. You fired him
I
up.
did.
Yo, see, I haven't had a chance to get to get back on. I'm gonna tap in tonight. I'm gonna go through. I might not see it when it happens, Deke, but I'm the type that when it's like 7 hours later, 10 hours, I'm gonna go back through and I'm gonna watch the whole thing play out, man. Yeah. Dang, though, shout out though, man. Yeah, because box score watch, they do expose themselves a lot as it pertains to Kenny, man. So definitely like that though, man. Definitely do. But yeah, man. Other than that, you ready to tap in?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Turns out it's gonna be a little wide receiver talk today. For a couple of reasons. Obviously, we know in terms of needs, we've solidified a lot of our. You good?
Yeah, I'm looking for my phone because I got the screenshot of the names that we're going to be talking about on
you
here.
You had me nervous. You move your computer. I'm like, bro, what the heck is going on with my dog? All right, but in terms of our needs, right? In terms of the draft, we have checked off a ton of the major pressing needs. So, depending on how the board falls, we'll see in terms of do we have our secondary picks being wide receiver, or is it a inside linebacker, or is it a safety, or is it something like that? Because we don't feel like we have to necessarily pick one particular position anymore, just based on what Omar Khan and Andy Waddle have done through free agency. So, with that being the case, we felt like it was important to spin the block and look at some of the information that the Steelers have giving us, both at the combine with those meetings, but more importantly with the players that they have brought into the facility, because you only get 30 official visits per team, per draft, and whoever you're using them on, it uses for a reason of significance. So, for the official meetings, or the official visits, the Steelers only brought in 3 wide receivers. Jonathan Mingo.
Is that window over?
No, I want to say it should have ended at the, well, yeah, because it's in April now, so it should have ended like right at the end of March.
Okay.
Yeah, it was usually like that time frame, because I'm trying to think, even when I was taking the visits. No, I think you still go on. I think they still might go up, but it's usually like 2.5 weeks prior to the draft where all that stuff like stops.
Okay. We're getting close either way.
Like it's probably like a week or 2 left tops, because with these visits, some of them you bring in and you're just medical, wine and dine. I want to get you in the classroom. I want to watch tape with you. I want to just, get my hands on you. Get to really understand you a little bit better, but in a less high tense environment like the combine is. Because the combine is just so much going on. It's rapid. It's nonstop, sun up to sun down. You might meet a guy and it might not be the best first impression. Or you might meet a guy and you might think that it was cool, but it felt a little on the superficial, because we only met on a brief moment with everything that's been going on. Whereas now when you bring them on that official visit, they're there for multiple days. You got time to really just sit there and learn them and just figure out how they think, how they tick, what's their routines and stuff like that. But the other thing is, some of these guys that come in on visits, they will actually work out as well for the teams.
Yeah, from what it looks like, they only have some scheduled for today, and that's it. Today would be the last day from what I'm looking at. This is on Steelers Depot. It's either they already had their meetings or today's the last day.
That's about right. Because like I said, once you start getting to that 2.5,
so it means something. What I'm saying, this is why I'm curious. This is why I was asking, because the guys we're going to talk about, we didn't bring in any other receivers beyond them so far. Unless I'm missing some, unless they're going to schedule some for April 6th or 7th, but that's all we have right now.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, this is very valuable info, man, in terms of who we are looking for. the type of player we're looking for, also what round these guys are being projected, to also give you a kind of an idea of who, you know, we should be targeting or who we potentially could be having join the squad, man. But
so there's 23 names on this list.
Yeah, so we still got some names
so
available.
maybe there are some more,
Yeah.
but the number's going down.
Yeah. So currently, the Steelers have brought in 3 wide receivers on official visits. Jonathan Mingo from Ole Miss, or either they've already visited, or they have one scheduled. So Jonathan Mingo, the wide receiver from Ole Miss, Charlie Jones, the wide receiver from Purdue, and then Jaden Reed, the wide receiver from Michigan State. With those 3,
yeah, they definitely are scheduled past today.
Yeah.
I messed up on that. There are going to be some, because all they have listed is scheduled.
Yeah.
So if it's not today, there's got to be something in the future. So there's, I guess, 7 more names
that
left out
be
there.
added to this.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, too, man, and we'll talk about the various positions in multiple days and stuff like that. We ain't going to do it all today. But as you start to see how many players they're bringing in certain positions, or just the style of players, when you see that, okay, all these guys are kind of similar, it does kind of let you know what they are targeting or what they're viewing as a little bit more of a pressing need, or something that they want to put more attention to. Because with all 3 of these receivers, man, they are very similar, so to speak, in the vein that people view them at the next level more than likely having to transition into that slot role. Now, they are very different in terms of these 3 receivers, in terms of their body types, how they generate separation, how they generate their productivity. But all 3 still have that same kind of projection type of being slots at the NFL level. And I think with that, when we're talking about our situation right now, who do we feel confident in our wide receiver room? We feel good with George Pickens. We feel good with Deontay. But after that, our conversation goes back to that slot. It goes to Calvin Austin. What is he like? Anthony Miller. We talked about that dynamic, and ultimately how you got a veteran that hasn't played in over, a year and a half, 2 years, and you got a former rookie from a year ago that hasn't played any preseason ball, any regular season ball, and that's essentially what we're looking at being the head of our slot situation. So, for the Steelers, you can have confidence in that, but it does look like they're still doing some due diligence on some potential mid to late round guys to come in here to either compete or even carve out a role in that vein. So with Jonathan Mingo, man, the cat out of Ole Miss, briefly talking about him, man, he was he was first off good size outside receiver, like big body. I think he's 6'2" is what they had him listed as. Now at Ole Miss, man, he played a ton of the X wide receiver, which is essentially wide receiver 1 at the collegiate level. You're the guy that's by yourself away from the multiple receivers on the other side. That's usually your guy. And for him, man, I thought he had big speed. You see him when he gets the ball in his hands, man, he is able to take it to the house. I think he has, in terms of the vertical threat element, I think he's really good in that vein. I think his combat catching does jump off the screen in terms of his 50-50s and stuff like that. And I think he's a good hands catcher. I don't think that he has a ton of wiggle and all of the things that you're necessarily looking for in a true traditional, like, smaller body slot. But he's one of those guys that when you think about what the Steelers have been doing when we've moved George Pickens inside, what we've done with Chase Claypool at times when he was on the roster, moving him inside, and heck, even Juju at sometimes, Jonathan Mingo does, in terms of what they're trying to project him being a slot, I can see that fitting what we've already been doing, having a bigger body versus the smaller Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, those type of guys where it's a little bit more, even an Eli Rogers when you're talking about the Pittsburgh element, like just smaller.
I'm not going to front. That's what I want.
Me too.
We haven't successfully pulled that off.
I'm with you.
Ever, really.
And honestly, as a defender, I would much rather guard the big body slot. The big body's not going to scare me. You just got to play through the hands. That small jitterbug wide receiver that can, I'm going to take you inside and then burst away from you. I'm going to run over here and burst one for your leverage. I'm going to head and I'm going to act like I'm dragging and I'm going to take that thing vertical. That's the scary one. Heck yeah, man. I'm with you. 100%, bro. 100%. But Jonathan Mingo, unfortunately, is not that type. He is definitely the bigger body type.
You're right. None of these guys are.
Yeah. We did have. We'll get to him. He's not up here. He's not on this one. But we'll get to him though.
Yeah, we have the combine meetings we're going to talk about later.
Because I was like,
with
hold on,
receivers.
we did have one.
And that's why these little 30, what do they call them? The top 30 visits. That's why it's interesting because we don't have any of those combine receivers that we met with so far, at least on these top 30 visits. Again, there's. I'm seeing 8. I think there's 8 schedules that they could still make with people. But
because they classify JPJ. We didn't talk about him today, but he was listed as a local, so it doesn't count against your 30.
That must be what it is.
Yeah, so it doesn't count against your 30. Yep.
That's a free one. That's nice.
Yeah. That's
position of need.
That's the cheat code. Yeah. Man, I remember when I was coming out.
Wait, so if we wanted to meet with Cansey, we could have just done it and it would have been free?
As long as he's like from that area, because all
right, why aren't we meeting with Brandon Hill then?
You could
just do that.
You definitely could. That was but sometimes the player will deny it. Like for me, it was the Redskins at the time. They was like, yo, you're a local visit, just come on up. And I was just like, yo, I don't want to go up there. It was just the drive for me, bro. I was like not feeling it. I promise I don't know why. And I'm a 6th rounder, so it wasn't even that crazy. But I don't know why I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Like, yeah.
Looking back, you wouldn't have done it the same way, because like that's an opportunity,
honestly,
right?
Though, it's weird. I view the local visit. I thought it was disrespectful. I'm like, bro, if I'm an official visit, I only take official visits. When you take an official visit, bro, they wine and dine you, bro. I'm getting flew out. Like, yo, treat me like I'm 5-star. Don't tell me, yo, come on a local visit, drive yourself up, bro. Get out of here. I'm gonna holler at you. Yeah, that's exactly how I looked at it, man. Now, hindsight 2020, maybe I took it wrong, but in the moment, I'm like,
well, it was Washington too.
I'm like,
it was Washington,
and they were the only team that ever said it. So for me. You can imagine if all these other teams are telling me I'm gonna fly you as an official 30, like and now y'all hit me up on some, hey, you local, just drive on up. I'm like, nah, bro. Don't even feel right. Yeah.
At least lie to you, maybe,
bro. Yeah, lie to me. Yeah, lie to me.
Well, that would have been bad if you would have somehow found out that this was just a local visit.
Yeah, bro. They definitely with that. I'm just like, local, like hold on, bro. I don't know. It really rubbed me the wrong way in terms of how it was communicated to me.
Wait, so what does Washington get for local? They got a wide range. They get Virginia and Maryland?
I think well, no. I think it's just the DMV area.
Okay.
So like all
Delaware too.
Yeah, like that type of vibe. Whereas Baltimore, I think they get like just Maryland.
Wow.
Yeah. But DC, because DC technically is like Northern Virginia, but Northern Virginia is still a part of Virginia. Yeah. But it was weird. I only got the local call for there. Carolina, for example, and I'm closer to the Panthers area than I was to DC. But literally nothing in terms of like local visits, nothing like that, or even like it being worded as a local. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I'll never forget that, bro. Yeah, hit me with hey, we get you for a local visit. It's like, yo, what?
Oh yeah, it's got to be a mile radius, because if we bring in someone from Temple, there's no way they're calling that a local visit.
But they're still Pennsylvania.
They are still Pennsylvania,
and that's the thing. They're Pennsylvania.
You're saying that's how it worked out for you with Washington.
Because it's the state. It's still in the state. Yeah.
I'd be interested in that.
Yeah. Like I said, it could have been very, very just
maybe Washington has the cheat code because they're not actually a state, so they could take on multiple states.
Yeah.
Take on like maybe a wider radius. I don't know.
Yeah.
The other two
said that. Deke was like, "Bro, you don't think you should have went?" It's like, I don't know.
I just feel like, dude, you're going into the NFL.
Like, bro,
you're a young kid. They say you should always take, no matter even if you're a football player in general, coming out of college, take as many opportunities you could get.
Yes, but it is so weird with football, like how, like during that moment, because you're viewing it like, man, if I'm who I think I am, if I'm getting this buzz like I'm supposed to be getting, this is after my combine, this is after Mel Kiper and talk me up, I'm like, bro, feeling good. And if all these other teams are showing that type of interest, how can you come and be like down here with it? I don't know. It just felt real off to me, man. Like, Deke, if everybody taking you to steakhouses for interviews, everybody taking you to steakhouse to talk to you, and then I pull up, I'm like, hey, bro, let's go to McDonald's. You can be like, you might be a vibe, it might be cool, but you gonna still be like, damn, that's kind of cheap compared to the other folks, man. At least he had the car service come for me, had the little, the dude with the suit on and the white gloves for me. He just, hey, yo, pull up, Uber yourself, all right? Just didn't feel good, man. But did it. Yeah.
Which other of these two receivers you want to talk about?
Let's start with Charlie. Charlie Jones. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Charlie Puth, it keeps sticking in my head, but it's definitely Charlie Jones. Excuse me for that one. Out of Purdue though, man, 1 year productivity, but when you talk about that productivity, transfer from Iowa, he was run over there with the Campbells and
yeah. Did you look up his backstory at all? I did not. I just saw that he had
I saw
those
he
2 years of
transferred,
having like 300 yards
Yeah.
at 2 different college teams. Then he goes to Purdue and lights it up.
Like I don't know. I just know I know his last transfer was from Iowa. I don't know what happened prior to that, but when you talk about what he did this last season, I mean, he blew up. The productivity was crazy, over 1,000 yards. In terms of productivity there, ton of catches, shifty. I thought he was a really good route runner, man. Played the game the right way. I thought that he has a nice subtle burst, and that helps him in terms of generating separation. And I thought he had really good hands. He was playing a lot of the X receiver at Iowa, but I think that he's one of those guys that you definitely could bump inside, and he could create some issues there. The thing that he also has that punt return ability too. My, I guess, like, critique of him is, once again, when you're talking about him playing in the slot, when he creates his separation, I feel like it's still more of like an outside receiver style. Like, let me get you running, and then I'm going to change my levels. Let me, act like I'm about to, run this dig, and now I'm going to bang it out here. Like, he does that type of stuff really good. Whereas when you're thinking in that slot, it's more of like this short window. Give me 30 something, and then let me go here. Like, I don't know if he possesses that per se, but when you're talking about, once again, a bigger body slot receiver, this dude's 6 foot. You know what I mean? So that's still good size in there, man.
Bro, this dude was making the craziest catches I've ever seen.
He was.
Like, absolutely unbelievable.
He's
the anti-Claypool.
Bro, yeah.
Well, actually, all these dudes were making some combat catches.
Yeah.
They were.
His tape of
It jumped
these
off the
three
screen.
was freaky, bro.
It really was.
It was freaky.
And that's why I was like, man, are we going to get any of that slot work from him?
Yeah.
All I saw was just deep balls to him where he's high pointing the ball, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we need that. We already got George Pickens.
Yeah. I'm like, that's you could put it in the slot, and I think it's going to still be dope in the slot. But to me, I'm like, man, I like what this dude was showing at Purdue. Like, he could really go up and compete on the outside. I literally was like, man, I think he could play X. Like, if he can consistently beat press, but that's the question. That's the knock. Like, can you beat that? Because that's the biggest difference when you're talking college receivers versus pro receivers. Them college receivers, man, them DBs, they get hands on you, but it is not like that consistently across the board. Whereas when you talk about it at the pro level, man, everybody, that's the prerequisite. Because you can't let these athletes just run down the grass. So you got to be efficiency in your hands home and really being able to disrupt these guys. And that's the question when you're talking Charlie. It's like, can you consistently beat that when they walk up on you and they putting them hands on you? Because right now, when you get that release, you could just go. I think he shines. But that's going to be the question for him. That's going to be a question for all them dudes, realistically, though.
Maybe the Steelers are just keeping an open mind and they just want the best ball players.
Yeah.
If you take a Charlie, maybe you start thinking, hey, maybe we can move Deontay in the slot a little bit more. We can move Pickens just to make up for it, as opposed to having one designated slot guy. We already have a Calvin Austin or Anthony Miller that could do that. Mm-hmm. But if you want your 3 best receivers out on the field, maybe you do stuff like that, because Pickens and Deontay can play the slot. I don't want them playing there the whole time, but you can mix and match.
Them, man. I feel like for Pickens, man, like, I don't want him running drags and crosses. I want him taking that deep. You know what I mean? I want him stretching the yard. Same with Deontay. It's like Deontay gives you some of the smaller route running, but at the same time, he's going to stretch the grass. That's why we play him at the X. But the Charlie dude, he definitely gives me outside receiver vibes. 1,000% he does, bro. Like, that's why it was still, like, surprising to me when I keep seeing they like, oh, it's a slot. I'm like, yeah, if you're looking for just size at 3, if that's what you're going for, size at that position, then yes. But in the true traditional sense of a slot receiver, that's not a slot receiver, bro. Yeah, like the true traditional slots, man, they're small, jitterbug, lateral quickness, man.
Yeah, none of these guys are who I would label slot receivers.
Yeah, not at all, man. Now, Jaden Reed, this the final guy from Michigan State. I said you can make a case for him. You can make a case for Jaden in terms of him being a true slot, just because of the short area quickness that you see with him. But
oh, yeah. You know what? Him. You know why? I don't know why. Because his name starts with a J. I was thinking Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah.
I was thinking him.
But Hyatt's an outside guy.
Hyatt doesn't have a bag of moves.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching him today. He doesn't. He's straight line speed, good physical body.
D-Jax, man.
Yeah.
he want to go.
You're right. Jaden Reed, because he was doing punt return stuff. You're
Yeah.
right. I remember him now.
Yeah, but Jaden Reed, man, that's a true. I think he's a true slot. I love his short area quickness. You talk about Jaden. As soon as you cut the tape on, you're gonna see him short area making something miss, and when he decides to put that foot in the ground and get north and south, it's a track meet. You got to go get him. Natural hands catcher as well, man. Deke brought it up. All these dudes that we talking about, man, could go down that grass and get the ball. He's another one of them, though, man. Like, he'll go up there and get it, natural hands catcher. But the thing that stood out to me was this. Even though Jaden was smaller in stature, I think he's listed at 5'10". This dude is so freaking physical, man. And when you talk about dudes trying to tackle him, he is a tough tackle. Even though, like I said, he's not a big dude, he just plays with such physicality, man. And it was really impressive to see that. Also could do the punt return stuff. Shoot, he even throw the football too, Deke.
I saw that. That was a bad pass.
It was about to be picked, bro. The receiver saved him, 1,000%, bro.
Yeah, the receiver made a hell of a play.
The receiver saved him, man. But I like his game though, man. I love his toughness though. That was the one thing that continued to jump off the screen when I watched Jaden. Like, they used him in a couple of ways. Jet sweeps. I mean, I think Matt Canada would love him because he was jet sweep. He was the reverse dude. We talked about him like he was almost like
no reverse passes, please.
Hey,
no reverse passes.
You know what I said? I said, bro.
Please.
I said, look. We initially started with. What's the cat that? Oh my God! That we went to San Fran from us. Ray. We initially had Ray McLeod. Then it was Steven Sims. I was like, yo, they just gonna throw Jaden Reed in there now, man. He's the new gadget guy. I can see it, man. He fit it, bro. He does fit it, man.
I hope not. I hope not from the standpoint we're actually throwing passes. The jet sweep here and there, fine. It's been actually working.
Yeah. But I did like his game. I do feel like of the three that came in on visits, he to me is the most traditional. Like,
the dude that
receiver.
intrigues me the most is Charlie Jones.
I'm not gonna lie, he had me excited, bro.
I don't know how he fits for slot receiver, but if, as I mentioned, if you just want to bring in a guy you think's the best of the bunch, I think it's really intriguing.
Charlie's productivity, like of last season, Charlie had the better season of all three of these dudes. Charlie's tape is crazy. My big question with Charlie is, can you beat that press consistently? And it was the 1 year of crazy production jump. And anytime you get those 1 year type jumps, it just makes you wonder, like, what happened? What was different? Is this who you truly are?
Himself.
Or is this an outlier? Like, that's the concern, man. Because that can happen. Dude get hot, man. It's a good matchup, couple good games. Quarterback feeling good, and all of a sudden you like, bro, this dude's like that, and then the variables change, and now it's like, okay, he's not like that. He was a product of this scenario here. Like I said, that's one of the things when you're talking Charlie that you got to ask yourself. But yeah, his tape is crazy to me.
I'm looking at this top 30 visits sheet again. Why are we visiting with offensive guards? What are we doing?
Osiris Torrance here today, bro. We ain't even talking online, but he's here today. I'm like, bro,
Osiris. We got a center we're visiting with too.
Osiris Torrance.
I guess him if we don't have JC.
Is a late first, second round draft pick prospect. Why are we talking to Osiris Torrance? Why is Osiris Torrance coming to? Do we love Osiris as a player? Absolutely. I would love him, but where is he gonna play here, bro? Who? Deke, is he taking James Daniels, who's getting, however many millions? Is he taking Isaac Sayumalu, who's getting 8? Is he taking Nate Herbig, who's getting 4? Is he taking Dotson, who we trying to find a way to keep here, man? Like, it's all over the place, bro. Yeah.
Anything else with these receivers in the pro day visits? Or not pro day visits.
With the
top 30 visits.
No, nothing outside of just the fact that we do agree that slot, though, is the position that we're trying to find. I just wonder how they're viewing it, though. Like, are they viewing it as the big body slot versus the smaller body slots that we talked about? Other than that, though, man.
Or, like I said, plug and play whenever.
Oh, yeah. That
just
dynamic.
have it a rotation of Pickens, or if you drafted Charlie Jones, and then Deontay.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. Mix and match. And then Calvin Austin, Anthony Miller, too.
Calvin still, we're going to find out what Calvin is. Like, it's just one of those questions of, do you want to...
Because he should be that jitterbug type
perfect.
of guy you were talking about.
He should be, yeah. And if he is, then you don't necessarily need to draft that. But if you're looking to bring in competition for that, now a guy like Jaden Reed, that's very exciting.
Yeah. And those guys are, I don't know. These guys are probably going to go past the third round, we'd assume, right?
I think so. I'm looking.
I wasn't going to say that late because
type, you know what I mean?
feel like that would be way too late for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, somewhere between third and fourth potentially. And that could make sense for us to draft a receiver if we pass on guys early on in the first and second. Because I do think drafting a guy makes sense to bring him in for competition, either for the slot or just have another guy in the receiver room. I don't want to go the free agency route because I think a lot of the guys that are out there right now are washed, and I don't even know if they'd be necessarily upgrades over Calvin Austin or Anthony Miller right now.
Well, shoot.
There's a ton of names, but
Time out. You know who I forgot? Technically, Gunner is still on the roster too.
he is.
Because I was like, that's another style of slot. But to me, if I'm bringing in Charlie, I think Charlie is taking over the Gunner role because Gunner is the returner / receiver, and Charlie definitely punt return / wide receiver vibes. I like Charlie's tape though, bro. Charlie surprised me. I was not ready for.
Yeah,
Charlie.
he's the most intriguing of the bunch.
Charlie, bro. He
I would
surprised
say,
the
of
heck out
those
of
three
me, man.
guys. Supers, real quick. Let's go. UW says Jackson Smith and Jigba would be an interesting pick at wide receiver, and his brother plays for the Pirates.
Yeah, I did see his brother's name in the highlights with the Pirates. I don't know what he did, but I did see his name.
He was lighting up in preseason.
Yeah. No, we're gonna talk a little Jackson Smith later on today, though, man. He's one of our topics. Deke likes these wide receivers, man. I like this wide receiver convo. Deke, this all started because you've been pushing Jordan Addison since we started talking draft.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Whenever we found out that beautiful receiver coming out of USC, you know that USC wide receiver, that Trojan over there, man. Yeah, people just went crazy over him.
So he wouldn't count as a local visit?
He's a Cali kid, man. You know. What's his ties over here? He's just Cali.
Flex Flow has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Flex Flow and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Which one's next? It's this big yellow one, right? Gorilla Mode. Is a playoff win the only thing that can save Matt Canada's career in Pittsburgh? I like the assistant we brought in who already has a link to Kenny. Do you think he is next in line?
Well, it is funny. We love it when it's a convenience, but we don't like it when it's actually happening, right? But
wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, think about this, right? We hate to hire from within, but yet we just brought this guy in and labeled him as the offensive assistant. In theory, that is your future offense coordinator. That's what it's supposed to be.
Well, he definitely has the inside track right now.
Right, but that's what it's... No, seriously, like, that's what it's supposed to be, though. It's like you bring a guy in and you let him... All right, how many years...
That's how Matt Canada got his job.
Exactly. So that's why I'm laughing at the irony of how we were going crazy when it was Matt Canada getting promoted from within. Like, oh, why are we doing this? And now it's like, we just brought in this dude. Oh, yeah, that's going to be the Matt Canada replacement. I'm like, in 4 years from now, when we promote from within, y'all going to be over here like, why you got to hire this guy? Like, why won't never go out?
This guy's like the backup quarterback in that offensive coaching room right now. Everyone loves him.
You know what I'm saying?
We just picked him up. Everyone thinks he's the Matt Canada replacement.
I looked at the thing, they're like, yo, a ton of offensive coordinator experience. We're at college. All right, which college? Baylor. Who was it with? Matt Rule. Huh. It's like, bro, okay. We've heard this before. Let's do it again. Okay. So it's like, I'm excited. I like him. I like his track record, man. But it is just funny, the irony of all of this stuff, though, man. But
I think it's a great signing for what he is, just an offensive assistant.
Yeah.
And you talk about his track record, being with the Falcons from whenever Matt Ryan was a rookie all the way up to 2014, when he became the staple, like, top 10 quarterback in the league. So he helped grow him there and was part of those Matt Rule offenses with Temple and Baylor that were actually good in college.
I'm going to read you out real quick. I got you.
Yeah,
So with Glenn Thomas, man, 20+ years of coaching experience, NFL level and collegiately. Last year in 2022, he was the offensive coordinator at Arizona State. Prior to Arizona State, he was the offensive coordinator / quarterbacks coach for 2 seasons at UNLV. Then from there, he has spent 3 seasons as the co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Baylor. That's what Deke was talking about in 2019. We know that Baylor went 11-2. They were ranked 7th, lost in the Sugar Bowl. From there, so he had spent, was it 3 seasons, 2017 to 2019. the quarterback that he had down there during that time threw 69 touchdowns in 3 seasons, was a semifinalist for the Davey O'Brien Award. Then he also spent 2 seasons in 15 and 16 at Temple as the quarterback's coach. We know who was obviously there.
That's Kenny Link too.
Yeah, that
Matt
was.
Rule was recruiting Kenny. I think Kenny even committed to him. And he
Initially and then committed. But yeah, he was Matt Rule's guy. Like wherever Matt was at, that's where he was going to be at.
Except for when he went to the pros.
Correct. Yep. So from there, he was at Temple, like I said, as the quarterback's coach, and then he transitioned to the offensive coordinator, back-to-back 10-win seasons, and then prior to that was at Midwestern State. Now, in terms of his NFL pedigree, was with the Atlanta Falcons, quarterback's coach for 3 seasons, and he spent time as an offensive assistant with them as well. So a lot of his experience, like we talked about, does stem from the collegiate ranks, but he is familiar with the NFL game. He was a quarterback's coach at this level, very similar to Matt Canada when we're talking about his track record. Matt Canada was heavily sprinkled in terms of college offensive coordinator jobs, college quarterbacks coach and stuff like that, right? But then we brought him in as a QB coach, and then from there, he ultimately became the OC in 2 seasons? Was it 2 or was it 3?
I think 2.
I think it was 2, yeah.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's fast track. So, obviously, we're trying to see.
Might have been 1.
Look, I felt like he came in Ben's.
I think it was 2020.
I thought he had 1 because he was 1 year under Fiechner. He was 1 year as the QB coach.
I think it was just 1, yeah.
Dang, on.
I really do. And then Canada became the OC, and then that's when Ben came back for his last year, 2021.
And then after that, then we had just last
we didn't have Canada in 2019, did we?
Nah,
with Mason and Duck and all that?
That wasn't.
I don't think we
Fiechner.
did.
That was Randy.
Right.
Yeah, because that's when he was running the Wildcat, Jalen Samuels.
Right.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
That's crazy. So he did give us a 1 and then took the lead. Whoa. So Glenn Thomas very well could be your offensive coordinator in a year. That's what it sounds like then, man.
Is he just skipping a Mike Sullivan, though? I don't. Does Mike Sullivan have that OC experience? I think he's just been like a QB coach right? Or a QB guru most of his career.
Because even when we brought it up in season when they were like, could they relinquish Matt Canada's play calling duties? We were like, Sully, he doesn't. Apparently, he didn't have like a ton of experience with it or something like that.
That was an incredible time. It just really was because you would have these reporters literally asking Canada square right to the face, "Is your job secure? Are you gonna get fired?"
And he's like,
and like even Mike Sullivan, are you about to take over as OC?
Yeah, but my thing was, man, I did gain a lot of respect.
What a
time. I mean, not that I had less respect, but just more respect for Matt Canada in terms of how he would handle some of that stuff, man. But yeah, they would definitely try that, man. They was definitely trying that, man. Holy smoke! I remember one time he was like, something. My kids got social media. He was like, yeah, they got social media. I'm aware. I was like, God, dog, like y'all really trying this, man, like from all fronts right here, bro. Like, what is wrong with y'all? This ain't New York. Chill out.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with this signing at all.
Yeah.
Just the guy to help out those offensive coaches, help out KP8.
Yeah, it's going to be a good vibe, though, man. Like I said, for me, I just want to see, in terms of his development, man, is he the new fast track? It does, but that's literally why I started laughing, bro. As soon as he got hired, I see everybody going crazy. Oh, we got Glenn Thomas. Oh, it's a wrap. Matt Canada, you up out of here. Your clock is ticking. I say, boy, if this ain't Matt Canada just from 3 years ago, just change the name. It's the exact same scenario, though. What we talking about? You with the hot coach, Matt Rule. He done had you popping everywhere he went. Now it's your chance. All right, cool. Let's see. We're going to find out. But it's very, very similar. So
I get why you're laughing. You're laughing because it's the same way Matt Canada got hired, and now we're trying to fire Matt Canada and complain that he was just an inside hire and all this.
It's like, bro, this is the exact same thing.
I'm laughing because I think Steeler fans are trying to use anything as an excuse to
get rid of him, right?
Get rid of Matt Canada. They are just preying on his downfall no matter what.
I saw them talking about, yo, this is he's an upgrade.
Like he's just an offensive assistant. We literally just brought in a random offense. It could have been anyone.
Bro, they say
it could have been any name.
They say he's an upgrade. I say, how? I'm like, it's nothing against Glenn, I promise. But
no, I love the hire. I really do.
How do you just say day one this is an upgrade? I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't think I would be that thrilled if he came in to be the OC right now.
Right, I would not.
I'm cool with him being the offensive assistant, or if we didn't have Sullivan being the QB coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that killed me though, bro. And I was like, yo, what? Like, how do we go? I get it. I know we upset with the man, but bruh, yeah.
So if things do go off the rails with the offense. It does seem
That's the
like
guy.
Glenn would have a little bit of an inside track.
He has the inside track.
But from my standpoint, I don't even think it's going to be a conversation.
Hey,
I think the Steeler offense is going to be good next year.
Hey, it needs to be.
I think Canada's going to shut them up.
In KP8 we trust.
Dude,
In KP8 we trust, man.
Listen, the passing game is only going to get better.
I agree.
With KP. The run game was really good at the end of last season.
Already.
But I think that's only going to get better. Look how we built these trenches.
Not only is it going to be better because of the trenches, but it's also going to be better because we're going to have a more efficient passing attack to start out. Whereas think about how long it took us to build to what we were at the end of it. Now we're going to be coming out the gate, hopefully, already having a more efficient passing attack, which is only going to open us up even more so in terms of our development and our growth there. So now it's going to be a vibe, though, man. But if you are
Time for
ready,
TG.
let's see what chaos we got coming on today, man. Is he at another game? That's the real question, right?
No, that was a one-time thing.
Yeah, you were, because he ain't text me early this time. I'm walking wild, too. I ain't text him or call him beforehand. Oh, Lord, nah. I really don't know what we finna get here. Oh, baby. All right, where are you at? Okay. All right, let's see what the homie got going on today. I might want to turn that on, huh? Okay. Oh, mama. It was a little loud. Hurt my little earrings. On the back, though. Let ride. Oh, let's do this.
Please leave your message for 41.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, slacking on the job, man. Now he's talking about call me back. Boy, I'll call you back. Boy,
Yeah, that didn't sound like it went through the full phone ring cycle.
Yeah.
Yo, you got me over there, man?
What's up, man?
There we go, man. We didn't know what was going on, man. You know it's always an adventure whenever we hitting you on the line, man. But ladies and gentlemen, if y'all do not know by now, it is a Wednesday. It is 5 o'clock. So that only means that we on the hotline with the homie, former Pittsburgh Steeler, former West Virginia Mountaineer, almost heaven, but more importantly, my locker mate. So without further ado, you already know, give a warm welcome, the homie, Terence Garvin.
Yeah, I need the background cheering and all that stuff.
Hey, look, you know we got you, but you got to remember too, man. The clapping and the applause, that's on like when we in the radio booth. You know what I mean? Like with the buttoned up set. You know, this more of like the smoking section. This is like where it get a little janky, red cups hanging out. You might see somebody passed out in the back. Yeah, that's
I can tell you this: the chat is excited to have you on.
This is also true.
This is raw in effect.
Yeah. This is like, yo, this ain't edited. This is, this is a vibe, and that's the way we like to keep it over here. Vibed out, man. But I'm going to jump right into it. I know we got Steelers news and I should start there, but I got to start with your boy AR-15, man. My man had a whole backflip, like brigade going out there to end this whole situation, his pro day the other day, bruh. I get what you trying to push with him. I do. But come on, man. Did everybody have to be flipping? That like a prerequisite? Everybody has to flip?
But we talked about that. You got to flip. If you can flip, you got to flip.
But bro, did you get a chance to see this video, bro? They flipped for like 30
I saw
yards,
he
bro.
Did one of. You said he had his teammates doing it too.
It was like the two other dudes was throwing with him. Everybody just started like flipping on the yard. I'm like,
yeah, I could care less.
Yes.
Can you make a completion in the NFL? Flipping. That's what I want to know. Can you win in the NFL?
That's what you do now, though. You know, if you when it comes to the whole pro days and combine, if you can do the flip, you gotta go do the flip. You know, I think all reality though, I think his pro day went all right. He showed some good strength, arm strength, showed good mobility, still look good. It's still him.
It still looks good, but you're right though. They keep saying the decision making, man. And in terms of on the field, the throwing and stuff like that, can that be improved?
I think he's like a Josh Allen. Is that doing too much?
To me, yes.
Is that too hard?
To me, yes. I personally think it is.
Josh Allen was a project.
Okay.
They came out. They were like, "This is a project." I think he's a project, but I think he's a high level. You don't see? Did you see the 4.3?
I did see the 4. I seen him with his little tank top and his little shorts. He looked like an action figure out there. He did look like an action figure, bro.
He looked like Cam mixed with Lamar, mixed with Josh Allen.
That's a lot of mix.
I get what TG's saying. If he hits his full potential,
then it's a unicorn. It's a once in a lifetime. It's the greatest thing.
That's
since
the
sliced
risk you
bread.
take.
Yeah.
Because with every Josh Allen, there's like Jake Lockers out there.
Yeah.
Because Jake Locker, he had a
Jake-
cannon.
Jake
he was
was
supposed
fire
to
coming
be
out,
this
yeah.
great NFL prospect and stuff, but didn't really live up.
But he wasn't running a 4.3.
I get it. That's one of the things that Richardson brings to the table that's different.
I think that 4.3 at 250 is something as well. You know, and I seen Terrell Pryor last at quarterback for a long time.
No,
And he was.
he had his best season as receiver.
I'm just saying, like, but that's not. This guy's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right.
Okay.
I think this might be something. You know.
I just wish we could fast forward to know what it actually is, man. Because
Don't
like,
let
I
that
know we can't rush it. We can't rush it, but I'm just like, I need to know. Because I feel like it's fooling me, man. I feel like it's gonna fool me, bro.
I don't have the strongest of stances. I feel like he's worth the flyer because of all that upside.
But the flyer is high end. That's taking it in the first.
Yeah, I just don't think he's a lock. But I mean, TG's even said that with him being a project. But I think TG's leaning more that. Where are you at? Let's say he's a project.
No,
50-50.
Wait a minute.
Are you more like 70-80%? He's gonna be like a Josh Allen.
Yeah.
70-80%.
I'm more like 80.
I'd
80.
say like 20. I don't know. I might even get like 10%.
You
Josh Allen's damn good.
80%, bro.
Give me
Another
70
name to bring up is like a Trey Lance.
What?
Trey Lance is another name to bring up.
A lot.
You
That's a lot.
80%? That's
70.
crazy, man.
It seemed like he loved football. He might be fooling me right now. Give me 70.
I just feel so fooled because I'm like, I see all of those intangibles. I see the pro day, but I'm just like, how? How was your season not like that?
Why wasn't you Ken?
Yeah. I see the 4.3. I see the big side. I see the arm. I see the flips. I see the athleticism. But I'm just like, yo, why wasn't it happening though, bro?
Like he gave us some SB moments though.
Moments, yes.
Yeah.
But is he
I think
playing quarterback though?
He's playing quarterback, yeah. And all his SB moments, he's playing quarterback. That's what he's playing.
I think TG has said this before. Some dudes do develop better in the pros or
at the
can
pro
become
level.
better pro players than what they were in college. It's just that I feel like what he did at college doesn't necessarily warrant him being the number one quarterback over guys like Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. But I still get the upside. Trust me, I do.
I love CJ. I like CJ. I don't love the old state quarterbacks. You know, I said that before.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I like AR. I love AR. I'll be real. I'll pick AR. I would. I really would. I really would. Like, and it's not going against the other quarter. I just think I'd pick AR.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
I go with that.
Okay.
I pick
I
with the arm.
It's just the comparison that you put in that he can be a Josh though. I'm with Deke, like, bro.
The ceiling's there. It's just it can't be a lock.
Like, bro, Josh,
he's good.
bro,
Josh Allen's
Josh
really
is
good.
different, man. That's rare when you get to that, when it finally
Yeah,
happens.
I can't say. They're 70 or 80%. Like it's a lot.
I think this is rare though. You don't see how big he is, how fast he is, and how he moves, and how he got a can. It's a lot of.
He say, I'm not hearing anything you say it. That size, that speed, that arm, and he can flip. Y'all can miss me with it.
Got the Lamar bake. He's sticky like Lamar. He's fast like.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's fast. He's fast. Like Lamar fast. Might be faster than Lamar. He's got an arm, a Josh Allen arm. Who did Josh Allen go talk to every day? We need to find him.
Man, they had Josh out there in Cali, man, with one of them quarterback coaches, one of them gurus. Yeah.
He should be at the same place he was at.
Hey, if he does, and it turns out that he can be that, then, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
It's got every piece you need.
Yeah.
If you was creating a player on Madden, that's what you want. Now you just gotta get some little tokens and add to it.
But no,
you got to increase that accuracy rating.
Yeah, we're gonna see about this one, man, because like
that could develop though. To your point, it could develop. Josh Allen is a good example of that.
But for we're bringing up the outlier once again, though. We're bringing up the outlier to talk about an outlier.
Most, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I think
I'm like Josh in his own right.
I think it's a flyer. There's no guarantees here, but with everything that he has to tell, I think he's worth the flyer. If you're willing to like maybe let him sit a year or two, like you could have a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen type of situation on your hands for the next 10, 15 years, where you have a huge advantage over the league if he pans out. Yeah. So that in and of itself, I think, is worth the flyer.
It's just a very expensive flyer. That's my only issue. But you're right, though, man. It's going to happen, man.
Like, there's teams that can afford to do it, like Seattle or the Lions.
I love it for Seattle. I think that's a great move if they were to do it. But, yeah, it's just an expensive flyer, man.
I love it for Seattle.
Because you want Seattle to get back good. I know how it is. You could be out there talking, we the 12. Oh, fear the 12. Fear the 12.
I absolutely love it for Carolina. It just makes sense to give them number 2, give them Superman music, and be like the return. They would sell so many tickets, everybody go to them. Like, man, yeah.
But we talking about winning, all right? So it's all good, all good. We're going to find out about them, but I had to bring that up, man, to start it out because, like I said, man, I seen them flips and anytime you pop up, it was on my mind.
We are talking about winning, but you're talking about also, like, we're not about to say, like, they're a player away from just being a contender either.
Very true.
So you're talking about building more than winning.
Yes. But he is a piece that you could build around, though. I get what you're saying there.
Very much a piece you can build around and build a future with. That's what I'm saying. We're not talking about winning tomorrow. You're not going to win.
How long did it take Cam to win, though?
I remember Carolina was supposed to have the Cam stuff, number 3. Like, he was going to start day 1 in Carolina, right?
It ain't take Cam long, man. What we talking about, baby? Cam walked in day 1. It changed everything. That's a program changer.
He had pieces, though. He walked in there with Steve Smith in there.
Okay.
Come on. And there was a running back in there. There was a couple pieces in there.
Okay, fair.
It was,
but they ain't had that piece, though.
It was Jericho Coctree in there. If you know, you know.
Okay, shout out to the Steelers, but it was a D-Lo in there. Can we talk about D'Angelo? If you know, you know. Can we talk D-Lo one time? Okay? Yeah.
I think the other one was in there, too.
He was. Stewart. They had both on. Yeah.
No, don't talk like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pieces in there. And Carolina is building.
They got pieces right now, though. Let's not act like they ain't got nothing. They got some stuff.
Grab some pieces.
Yeah.
I seen them in there. It's a couple pieces.
Bro. They just got Kirk Cousins' second favorite option.
Adam Thielen went in there.
Yeah, you seen that, man.
Went in there.
We're going to see if Thielen is a Kirk Cousins product or if Thielen's actually good, though. That's the other question, you know?
Thielen's definitely not Kirk's product.
Kirk done created a lot of people, though. Kirk got Diggs paid. Kirk then got Thielen. Kirk then got Justin Jefferson being all-world. Kirk then created some receivers, bro. I remember Kirk was throwing to Pierre Garçon, had Pierre Garçon looking like he was back out that thing, you know, a couple years ago. Like, Kirk
got a lot of corners paid, too.
I'm just saying. That's foul, bro. You gotta chill with that one, bro. Like, why you gotta say it like that, man?
Man, I love it, man. 2 o'clock.
You gotta chill. That was low key disrespectful, man. He got a lot of corners play. Like, bro, what?
No, he was trying to make it like
that's
that.
for the top rope, bro. Like, you ain't gotta be that. Like, dang, bro. Y'all used to be teammates, man. Chill out, man. I thought y'all shared a locker room, man. Y'all was, I don't know if y'all were locker mates, but y'all shared a locker room, man. That's harsh right there, bro. You got people paid. God dog, man. Jeez.
Case Keenum was throwing the dig.
Hey, yo, chill.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't Thielen's best year come from Keenum?
Yeah. I don't know what y'all boys talking about, man. Hey, all their best seasons were with the one and only Captain Kirk.
Keenum was throwing the dig.
Everybody was looking at Deshaun Jackson like he was turning the clock, but they think he was in Philadelphia the way that he was catching the rock from Kirk Cousins. What we talking about, man? What we talking about, man? I'm saying he made D-Jax. He was a part of D-Jax rebuild. Second go around, yeah.
V7 created the V7 and DJ. That's Vic, man. That's Vic.
Man.
Andy Reid.
Nah. Vic started him out, but then he fizzled up, and then from there, Kirk came back around, and then Kirk got it popping again. Kirk got D-Jax, got his career going again. He got Pierre Garçon paid again, and then he also did Vernon Davis. Don't forget Vernon Davis won't productive like that with any other guy except Kirk.
Vernon Davis was the president. That's the mayor. He'll be the mayor of DC one day. Vernon Davis was gonna be cool. Vernon Davis.
That's Maryland's finest, bro.
Vernon Davis got right in San Fran. Vernon Davis can't win with him. Can't coach with him.
Hey.
So Vernon Davis was already Vernon Davis.
Hey.
Got right with the Colts.
All I'm saying is you never heard any negativity around Vernon when he was with Kirk. Okay, Kirk is like that.
He was already baptized and reborn by that.
Kirk is.
He was already.
All I'm saying is Kirk done created a lot of careers, bro. That's all I'm saying, man.
He's different.
Yeah.
We can't give Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed was Jordan Reed. It's a whole busload of weapons I can name.
Kirk done created a lot of people. That's all I'm saying, man.
Then he had plenty of time with people like Trent and Morgan Morris and Brandon Sheriff.
He got them boys paid because his release is so quick. He makes his reads so elite that he don't have to take a lot of time, so they ain't have to block that long. That's why they got paid, bro. Everybody know that? Come on, man. Kirk could change your life, man. Kirk could change your life.
You hear all the weapons we just said on that team?
And Kirk was the leader. That's why we was winning. That's not we. That's why y'all was winning.
Why does they make the playoffs?
Because everybody else choked, but Kirk.
Oh, man.
Where was D-Jax at when y'all needed him in that last game, man? Where was Vernon at when y'all needed him in that last game?
Vernon.
Where was Pierre at when y'all needed him in that last? Who was that running back y'all had? He ran hard, too. He was a good running back y'all had. Yeah. Where was he at during that time?
Man, it was a whole busload of running backs.
Yeah. Okay. But enough of the Captain Kirk, the guy that creates careers. We do got to talk a little Steelers, okay? We got to talk a little Steelers. Now, we got a couple of things we got to catch up with you on because we actually have not had a chance to talk to you about the Keanu Neal pickup, man, that did take place over, I think it was Thursday? So, yeah, we actually have not heard your thoughts on that, man.
Last,
So could you get it off your chest, man? How you feel about Keanu Neal, man, the pickup and stuff like that?
I like it. I like it. Athlete. They still looking for that athlete.
Mm-hmm.
What was my man name that came in there? He went to Bama a couple years ago.
Mark Barron.
Oh, Mark Barron, yeah. Mark Barron.
I don't find you of that type.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very, very similar to that. He's a hitter. He's physical. He's gotten hurt a lot.
Yeah.
He's dealt with a lot of injuries, but he's a good player. When he's healthy, he's good. I'm excited to see him. I think he'll be they're looking for that athletic linebacker.
Yeah.
They brought in a busload of thumpers. They brought in a per se Vinces. They're looking for that athletic Shazier guy. They're looking for that.
You see him playing linebacker like that? Because he did actually with Dallas, but then he switched back to safety with the Bucks.
Right.
But then he was playing all over the field with the Bucks. But he more in the secondary as opposed to linebacker.
I think they're looking for that backer. They're looking for that athletic backer.
The dime backer.
That dime backer. Will position dime backer. I think they're looking for that.
Now, Deke had brought this up or asked it on Monday. I want to get your thoughts on this, man. In terms of Keanu versus what Terrell Edmonds was bringing to the table, is Keanu an upgrade, or how do you view him in the replacement role of what Edmonds was bringing to the table?
They're like a different cat, like a cheetah and like a leopard, I guess you could. Like they're just different type of how they work. Like I think Keanu's more of a physical presence. I think he's a hitter. He's a true hitter. And he just reminds me of a person. Like I think he could play that dime and be a good player there. I just think he got hurt a lot. Like he's like a really good player. He just got hurt a lot.
Yeah, I think he's athletic, man. I love the physicality. with him though.
He dealt with some like bad injuries, like Achilles and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like back Achilles.
Yeah.
So
He's been all right these last 3. I think he only missed like 4 games over the last 3 seasons.
But he did have that little.
But there was a
phase,
stretch of like 2 or 3 years where he only played in probably less
like
than
2
10.
Yeah.
back Achilles, then
Yeah, and even with last year, he played. I think it was like 9 or 10 where he was actually like out there getting legitimate snaps. But in terms of games where he played 100% of the snaps on defense, it was I think maybe 3 or 4, and then he had a lot of games where it was like 40%, 30%, and stuff like that. So that's still one of the things with him in terms of his usage. It still isn't to the same volume per se as what Edmonds was, where here he's playing 100% of the snaps.
yeah, I just think Edmonds was a young, fresh, big body per se. Like coming here, he could do different things for you. They was trying to find his identity in there. I think this is kind of an older person that you bring in here. He's wiser, but it's like, where do you put it? I think you decide that, but I just think he's gonna play that dime linebacker. I really do. I see him coming in here to be like that dime, like that's his role. You see it. It's not like he's full-time will linebacker. Like I think his role is gonna be dime linebacker. Like you're a third down specialist. You'll play the team some.
Like you mean like almost to the legitimate extent of like what we did with Mark Barron or even with Morgan Burnett, where it was like, yo, your role is linebacker. Like
yeah,
you're a linebacker. Now we only use you in this situation, but that's what you are. Yeah.
But that's why I said you were similar to the Mark Barron. Like I think he'll come in that role. Like you're a dime line. That's who you are. You're a dime. We're gonna put you on the athletic tight ends. We're gonna put you at dime linebacker.
Yeah. And then we also brought in the nose tackle man out of LA with the Chargers, Braden Fiocco. And shout out to Braden, man. That's the I had to look this up. But him and his pops, they did the hockey thing at LSU, man. I definitely remember him now, bro. I definitely remember the name, but yeah.
Him and
like,
used to
they got like they turn up. Yeah, like on the walkthrough. Yeah. Like I did not put 2 and 2 together until I went back. I was like, oh, that's where you. All right. I remember you real well now. But what were your thoughts on the Braden Fiocco signing, though, man?
Good pickup. I don't know how big is he.
I think they have him listed at 300.
Let me see.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up his official.
He might be more than that.
I was gonna say he looks bigger
heavier
than that though, low key. Yeah. All right, they have him officially listed at 6'3". So it's because he's 6'3". Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Good pickup. I mean, he's gonna be at that 0.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He'll be at the shade. He probably won't kick out to a 3 too much.
Yeah. Now I'm with you on that though.
Yeah. He'll be in the 0. He'll get out to the center. I think you got to keep big bodies in there. That's key.
Yeah.
You gonna try to keep these linebackers as free as possible. So
I can dig that.
Yeah, we agree. It's low risk signing, and he brings a little bit of a skill set that we don't really have on the defensive line right now.
Yeah.
We don't have a big body dude like that. Maybe Jonathan Marshall. He's been waiting in the wings, but we haven't seen him. So he's probably just going to be competition with some of those defensive tackles and nose tackles.
Yeah, but in terms of that true nose, that's what this dude definitely brings.
LSU guy, seem like dog mentality. Probably be good for the culture. Good,
Nah, it'd be a vibe though. It'll be a vibe. But now,
nation of love that.
the nation of love that.
Oh yeah.
Anything to get the crowd going, they'll love that for a fact, man. But with these 2 pickups, man, obviously now it brought back the question too: what becomes the new priority in the draft, or does that priority shift? Last time we talked to you, everything was pointing towards Brian Branch or some safety because Edmonds was gone and we didn't have Keanu Neal at the time. Now that we have a Keanu Neal, now that we done brought in a true nose tackle and Braden Fiocco, where do you think the team goes in terms of draft positioning now? Does it still, best player available, everything's on the board, or do you think that we have like a specific thing that we're going to target now?
I think they're going to go defense in the first round. I really do.
You stand on it.
JPJ.
He's stand on it, bro. He'd be like, yo, it's defense, bro. It's going to be defense.
JPJ will be a Steeler. I think if it's there, it's going to be it. I don't think it's going to take long to pick.
He said, yeah, they running it in, man. It don't take long.
Okay, say we take corner. You have thoughts on the next picks, both second-round picks. We got 32, and the other one's at 49.
Tackle, either linebacker or D-line.
Okay.
But tackle is going to be next for sure.
So you going defense first, but definitely tackle after that.
No slot receiver?
You know who I love? You know who I love?
Little AB, little Zay Flowers. Little AB.
No, I love him too.
Or is it Tank? Who you going with?
I love Tank.
Tank, okay. Tank.
Oh, yeah, we've been talking about him.
Yeah, we rocks with Tank heavy over here.
I love Tank. Best route runner in the draft. They said I just read something, but I just love Tank. I think Tank's a good player. He reminds me of Tavon, but I think he would be good over here.
So that would be like your pick in the third round or something.
Tank, yeah. I like Tank.
Third, I think I'd go receiver. Then I might come back, or
Yeah, whatever you don't take. But I get you.
Okay.
I like Marcus Flowers too.
You say you know what you like?
I like Marcus Flowers. I like that.
That shit, little cat, man. A little Boston College action, man. All good. Now, another thing that I want. Oh, what you say, no?
Baby AB.
That's,
Baby AB.
When I look at Zay Flowers on tape, that's what I see. Yeah. I don't know, Deke. Have we talked Zay? I don't know.
He moves exactly like him.
He looks just like AB, bro. Like, we not talking Zay Flowers yet. We gonna talk him later.
I don't want to admit it because I want us to take Addison. Bro.
Oh my God, he looks just like him on tape, man. Hey, the chat. If y'all haven't checked out Zay Flowers tape, pull it up and tell me he don't look like AB when he is running his routes. Just watch him. He looks just like, bro, the way he jumps, the way that he gets in and out of his break. Heck, the way that, like you said, the way that he swing his arms, I'm like, bro, he looks just like AB, bro. Just like him.
You remember Will Blackman?
I do remember him when he came out. Yeah, when was it Oklahoma State, right? No,
that's Justin Blackman.
Justin Blackman's Oklahoma State. No.
Well, so basically, Will Blackman went to Boston College. I played with him with the Redskins, and he was the person. He used to always talk about Zay Flowers. So it's kind of like I would see him a lot.
I see it. Yeah,
heard about him a lot. So I started kind of seeing him during the season. He was making plays. He's a playmaker. I don't think he'll be there in the third. I don't think he'll be there in the second. I think he's a first round receiver.
Oh yeah, I don't think Zay like that, bro. Yeah,
he'll get out of the first.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's baby AB. Real good player.
Yeah.
Real good player.
No, I definitely like that one.
But I like Tank Dell for the people.
Tank's the guy though. Tank's the guy.
The Tank Dell guy.
Okay. Now, I did want to ask you this, man, because we've talked about him a couple of times with you up here in terms of free agency, in terms of available signings. We know he came in on a visit, but we still don't have pen to paper Bud Dupree. What's going on with Big B's, man?
After the draft, maybe.
After the draft.
Yeah. You're not going to see. I said that. I don't see it. I just don't see it happening right now. I think you got to deal with some stuff to make sure you can do that. I think that's after the draft. I get the homecoming, though. It might not happen.
Because my fear is this, man. If you're waiting till the draft, what keeps you from just taking something there?
Yeah. How much money do he want?
That's the other question.
Yeah.
We don't officially know, but we know he's coming off of a very, very hefty payday.
Need a big hometown discount. Major hometown discount.
Because he was getting what? What did he get in Tennessee? 17 or 16?
Yeah, can't go up there.
16.
It was up there. Yeah, it was like crazy high.
Yeah, I mean, the number that makes sense that we're talking about is like 2 or 3.
Shit. You gotta come like 3 or 4 or 5.
1 year deal.
Like, what's up with this 5-piece, bro? Okay. You know what I'm saying? What's up with the 5? Rebuild that brand, rebuild that market. What's up, man?
You take 4?
Yeah, I'll give you 4.5.
3, 4, maybe.
Make it 4.75. That just sound cool
3,
when they announce it. You know, just throw one of them points at the end of it. Just 7.32 something. Yeah.
I think that's why it's tough, and it's like he might can wait it out and go fall into something else.
Yeah, because that's my only thing. I'm like, if I'm the team, would I rather spend more than that on Bud, or just simply draft something in
Man,
the
Bobby
second or third or something like that. You know what I mean?
Bobby Wagner went a second team All Pro last year. He came back to Seattle for 5.
Oh, he only got 5?
He got 5. It can get up to 7 with
Yeah.
his center. It's 5. He came back for 5.
I knew he was gonna get that. Okay. I feel good.
Yeah, you gotta
I
come
feel
back.
good because I definitely said, and I thought people thought I was crazy when I was like, bro, he gonna want that, but I'm not paying him more than 5, bro. I swear that's what I kept thinking, man. I do feel good. I thought I was like outlandish by saying it out loud, but I really felt that in my heart, Deke. I really sometimes, bro. Sometimes I say I'm like, yo, I feel like that's kind of crazy, but that's truly how I felt, man.
Yeah, you weren't too high on him.
It's not that it's just the money part, man. It was the money part, bro.
He went second team All Pro last year.
But bro, I'm not like, would you pay it 10?
I wouldn't give it 10.
Oh, all right. It was second team All Pro though.
But that's the same with Bud. It's kind of like Bud, you come back, but I can't give you all that.
I can't give you that.
back.
Yeah.
I realistically only want to give you 4. And if I touch this to the draft, then I can steal one.
Right.
Yeah, this might get weird.
Seriously, bro, like you gonna be caught. I'm like, yo, it was, we had a moment, but that time has passed now. Like,
you got a couple pass rushers. It's not like they're thirsty for pass rushers.
oh no, you got your main guys. You're just trying to get that third guy because we saw obviously last year TJ went down. It's a drop off, and to bank on TJ and Alex staying healthy for 17 weeks plus postseason, that's just a lot, man. It's a lot. You need another guy, a quality guy that can come in there and give you, what you're looking for. So that's why Bud made so much sense, though, right?
You're not gonna pay 10 for it though.
No, you can't pay 10 for that. That's why we're saying like you gotta be 5. Like, and 5 because it's Bud in the history and what he did. Like, you don't even want to pay that.
You're kind of like 5's a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to pay 5 for real. But because of the situation and him coming off of 16 mil or whatever he was making, it's like you ain't like to ask the dude to go from 16 to 2 mil. How realistic is it? You get him at 5, maybe it ain't as offensive per se.
I
hear you laughed it off like, nah, it don't work like that. Yeah, hey, look, it sound good. It sound good.
That's it.
Because that's my thing though, man. I think if he is unsigned after the draft, like, I don't see us waiting that long. I definitely think we would just draft something, man.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because if we take a dude in the 4th round,
I really think we would just draft something.
I think that's really why you don't see it happening yet.
Okay.
It's kind of like, I just think the numbers. I think that's the business part.
Yeah, because I could see the Steelers definitely. I could see Omar and them being hardball 4, 3-5. We give you 3-7. And Bud feeling like, nah, man, like I deserve this or I'm worth this. So yeah.
That's the curious part. I wonder what his market is around the league though.
Because like what if he's looking for 7? I think he can get 7 somewhere else, but I don't think we would pay him 7.
He's the type that he can wait though.
Yeah, he definitely could because he already even got the check.
Yeah, he can
potential
wait.
Injuries or something.
Yeah,
training camp.
He don't have to rush it. Nah.
Yeah, he can wait through training camp. He can wait till about week 3, week 4 if he wants to.
He's in a different position, definitely.
Yeah. Somebody will come calling for a pass rusher.
Yeah.
A
guy that's already proven double digits in his league. Yeah.
So if you don't like
didn't JPJ sign midseason with the Ravens for like $5 million, one year $5 million or something like that?
Yeah. Like he can wait and come get whatever they throw him in the sense of like he can wait on desperation or whatnot. You know, he can wait. So right now, even though you're saying why don't it happen right now, the numbers might not make sense for it to happen right now.
Yeah.
Like we're not in a hurry and you're not in a hurry. You know.
Yeah. Man, you making my reunion theory I feel like it's fading away. Every day we get closer to the draft, I'm like, oh man.
I'm sure if he wanted
to reunion, if he wanted to reunion, I definitely feel like he would have took it.
If he want to come home, he probably can come home. But
they brought him in. But like you said, if the numbers ain't numbering right, like it ain't. I don't care how much you love me. Oh man, I had great memories here. What that dollar talking about? Yeah.
But left me before.
You definitely did. You've already you've left me
yeah.
before, and I already know you love something else in here. You got your eye on something else. You probably planning on marrying too. So yeah.
Can't give you that. Can't give you that.
It could be good for him long term if it's just a 1 year deal for him to come in as the
Yeah.
third guy and then cook. He could cook.
'Cause I don't
I
think it
could
needs to
still
be
see him
longer
getting
than
like
that.
7 or 8 sacks as a
Yes.
third guy.
It'd be a great business move, but it's like he just have to eat it for a year. It's just whoever business.
Yeah, because I feel like wherever it's going to be a 1 year deal. Wherever it is.
A 1 year deal.
Going, man.
JPP only signed for 1.3 middle of season, but it was incentives up to 5.
Yeah.
That's how this is gonna be.
Something with incentives.
Yeah, I can see it filled up like that.
See, what's my thing? Like, I get it. I just don't like it. TG, you're raining on my parade, man. You're raining on my parade. Jeez. I was waiting to just get that news. And I was hoping that you was going to come up here and be like, yeah, man, I can see it definitely happening this week, man. You were not telling me what I wanted to hear right now, man. Dang.
I could see Bud going somewhere like Kansas City.
Did Frank leave?
Yeah, Frank's gone.
Yeah. Frank leave, you go.
You see it.
Let's see.
How much are they paying him though? That's the thing.
They were paying, but they could afford it differently. Maybe they might get.
They were like what Frank was getting out there. He's not gonna be nowhere near that number no more.
Yeah, Frank was at like 17, 18. They could come down to like 6 or 7
for a proven dude.
Yeah, that's it. It's more just how much do you need it.
That's what I mean. I could see the Chiefs saying like, "We'll be good." It's just you want to come along for the ride, kind of with Mahomes.
Yeah, I could see the Chiefs giving it like 6 or 7 though.
Because 6 or 7 is still low if you're talking about a pass rusher that has done double digits before.
Right. But a 1 year 6 or 7 is not bad either.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, come in here, come play, do what you got to do, and we'll see what it is. What was Melvin Ingram walking in getting? He was walking in.
Oh, he got 3, right? When did he get? When he came here?
Here? Oh, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I think it was
here.
like 3. It was like 3.5, right? 1 for 3.5.
Yeah,
got
it
like
wasn't.
6
It might have been 4. We were doing a lot of $4 million deals at the time.
He got like 6 in Miami though.
Oh, you talking about this last year? You got 6 in Miami.
Like 6 in Miami.
Yeah, let me see what his joint was. Yeah,
1 for 4.
that was with us.
That was. I think that was Miami. Hold on, that might have been Miami.
Hold on.
That's the most recent thing that popped up.
I'm 4.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 for 4 in Miami with us. It's looking like 3.4 in total earnings.
Okay.
1 for 3.4.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's 4-ish. 4-ish is fine. 3 or 4, right?
Number. That's about
Okay, now I got to ask the second question then. Since you brought up the Melvin Ingram deal, who is the better player at this stage though? Obviously Melvin when he was doing it for his 3-4 and then the 4 he just signed for versus where Bud is currently at right now. What's your argument to bring it to that number?
It's just the market's different. You can't say that. The market's changed. The dollar today isn't the dollar from yesterday.
Okay.
The market.
So
that
includes
Mel
your inflation then.
Let's not forget that was King Mel. We were calling him King. Like that was.
It was King Mel. That when he
that
had
was
bars.
yeah.
I'm with it.
He was balling for a minute.
Yeah.
He was going pro bowl and all. Like he was doing all that stuff, all that weird stuff too. You'd have took that. That was like supposed to be a steal.
It low key was. It was like, we got this man after he had a little knee joint, but now he back. This finna be a vibe.
It was going great.
It was
going great.
And then
with him,
he was
Highsmith,
like,
and TJ.
I'm out, bro. Yeah.
Whenever they were all healthy, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't Bud coming off some little nicks and bruises?
Yeah. That's been the knock with Bud since he's been in Tennessee. He hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Kind of like, but I think that was Bud in Pittsburgh.
Just that last year, though, right? Whoa, no, you are right. Early
was hurt
on,
before.
early on, he did deal with injuries. Yeah, it was like always the little stuff, growing here, hip there. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if the Bud reunion is what you think it is. That crew of his crew isn't even here no more. You know.
You right.
So
But the head guy is in terms of you got Coach T and his running mate was TJ Watt. That's what we do know.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm kind of
like him. His best years were here.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's where he was born.
Yeah.
He played hard for it. You know how it go. He pure blood.
Yo, why you gotta say it like that, bro? Not all of us are pure bloods, okay? Some of us are stepchildren. Some of us married into this thing. You ain't gotta say it's pure bloods. Like, bro, what you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, TG, man, what you got? What's on your mind today, TG, man? What's on your mind, bro? Why you gotta say it like that, bro? Huh? First you come in here talking about Kirk Cousins. Now you coming in here, you gonna talk about some pure blood. What is on your mind today, TG? What is on your mind, man? I'm sensitive. I'm feeling real sensitive when y'all talk bloodlines with the Steelers family, people that was drafted or undrafted, but this was this first team they played for, first team they signed with. I can't relate to that. I'm with it, okay? I get it. But every time y'all say that, I be like, yo, what y'all trying to say? What's on your mind? Huh? Get off your chest, man.
TG, did you find some information today that said the Bills window could be closing? Is that what it is?
Bro, like, what was going on here, man? Nah, you peel on this, like, bro, what is? You didn't gave me AR can beat Josh. Yeah, he can do that. Anybody can do that. Like, bro, what is your deal?
bro, I tell you, bro, it's nothing like.
He said, yo, that's like a pure blood. Yikes. Yo.
The pure blood, like, you can always tell the pure blood.
He said, that ain't natural. That's the BBL. That ain't real. He could tell the difference, man. Oh, no.
Pure blood Steelers that go other places typically, like, it's different, you know.
Yo.
You see it everywhere they go. Pure blood
don't hit the same.
Hey, yo. Shout out. I am not a pure blood. You're right. I told you. I married into the family. I'm the stepchild. Okay, but I clean up. I do all the chores. Okay, I'm gonna cut that grass. I'm gonna make sure that car wide. I'm doing all the intangibles. Okay, I'm gonna have me a seat at the table. Okay, but no, I ain't nobody. I ain't pure blood. I'm right. You right. Yeah. That just I feel some type of way right there. He was like, yo, you're pure blood. Like, bro, whoa, wait. You ain't said that about anybody else we talk about in Pittsburgh. Whoa. We start talking pass rushes. Now let's say he's a pure blood. Wait a god dang on a minute, baby. God
it feels like TG was holding on to that or something.
I was like, I feel you had that built up on you, like,
in his back pocket.
Hey, say something else again. You ain't no pure blood though. You ain't that. Let's go. All right, bro. I like it, man. I like it.
Pure blood. You already know. Pure blood.
Okay. I'm gonna remember that one. Yeah, I'm gonna start referencing these guys going forward, Deke. He's not a pure blood. That guy right there, he's pure blood. I got it now. I understand. Man, I'm trying to think. That took my whole mind off. Hold on, man. I gotta get back now where I was going with this thing. The pure blood caught me off guard, though. All right. But I'll just butt it up like this then, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my mind back to where I was at. But ultimately, you don't think this reunion is gonna be what we think it's gonna be, nor do we think it's likely to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be what you think it's gonna be. It might happen,
but in terms of it living up to the OG Bud that we were accustomed to seeing. Okay.
I don't think you're gonna see what you're looking to see.
Even as a pure blood.
I don't think you're gonna see what you're looking to see right now. Maybe later. Maybe mid-year.
Bitch. Okay. Fair enough. Then. Fair enough. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying to think, man. Hold on, man. You really took my whole vibe off. Not in a negative way, but just my mind. I'm like, yo, I can't get over the pure blood.
That's a new phrasing you could use over on the Bills channel, huh?
Chill, bro. Wow. This is out of control. Deke said, I can take that. Like, this is craziness, bro. Like, yo. You can say that on the Bills channel. You can really say Pure Blood then, and they'll really get it. Oh, wow. God dang. This is crazy. This is nuts, man. I don't know what's going on with neither one of y'all today, bro.
Man.
Yeah. I like I said, it just caught me off guard. I hadn't heard that term used with us like that before. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It's like, I guess, the upper room and the lower room, I guess. Jeez.
He's like that.
I low key do it. It got me feel some type of way. I'm like, yo, why did I ever think of that though, man? Like, dang, I kind of like that one.
I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, I know. It really got me though, bro. Like, I can't get my mind off it. I'm like, yo.
Oh, you're cool here. I wouldn't put too much stock into it.
It's like, yo. But all good, man. All good. Well, shoot. I can't think of anything right now, man, off my top right now. You got anything?
I'm good.
T, you got anything on your end, baby?
Man, just no.
You killed me with this. It killed me. I'm over here. I'm gonna woosah. I'm gonna be my stepchild. But all love, man. Hey, you know what we'll do, man. We spin the block like we always do, man. Tap back in next week like we always do, baby. But all love, man.
It's almost draft time. We almost there.
Hey, bro, we a couple weeks away, man. We are a couple.
There's some rumor. We were talking about AR-15 early on,
Seriously,
but
dude.
there's some rumors the Titans might try to trade up to 3 to get him.
I can see that. I like that.
Malik Willis replacement.
Who is he?
The Titans didn't love him.
Is it Malik's replacement? Malik was. They ain't love
Well, that's why
Malik.
they drafted him last
Yeah.
year to be potentially their franchise,
Right.
and maybe they're not buying in after his sample size
Tannehill's
last
still
year.
there though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna trade that.
You don't think they let him sit behind it for a year?
Trade that.
I feel like the Titans. Vrabel's a good coach. He'll somehow
Yeah.
keep them relevant, but like they're in like a rebuild mode now. I think,
Yeah.
especially
No,
with
I do
them
agree with
talking
that,
about
though. Yeah.
trading Henry and stuff.
Yeah, I do agree with that part.
You know what's crazy? I think Tannehill would do well in the Steelers offense. Is that a lot? You don't like that?
You know, I'm not against
I don't wanna
it.
hear
I don't think the
No.
other person on this line is in agreement when you talking quarterbacks and this offense and doing. You know how that goes. It's a touchy subject, man.
Not Tannehill.
You feel me?
God,
It's
no.
very touchy. It's
God,
very
no.
touchy, man.
I think
Tannehill's in that Kirk Cousins class. What are you doing here?
Hey, yo, don't use that as a negative. He's in the Kirk
He's in
Cousins.
that
Kirk is still a good. Yo. Both of y'all chill out. I don't like the tone. I don't like where we are going. I don't like why you even say it like that, Deke. That came off real negative. He's in the Kirk Cousins category. That's not a bad thing. Kirk is a good quarterback. Not great, but good. That's all I'm saying, man. He's a good player. Yeah.
He's probably low on that
Jeez,
list.
man.
He did show some flashes and upside early in those Tennessee years, but
That's what got him 100. Yeah.
like, I don't know. Right now, I might even have Jimmy G or Kirk over Tannehill.
Jimmy G is another good quarterback too. Why y'all playing with Jimmy G, man? Why y'all playing with Jimmy G, man? Y'all playing with Jimmy G.
Dak's in that class too.
The way it goes, it's
Kyler Murray's getting close to being
so
that.
how would you rank? I would go Dak, Jimmy G, Kirk, Tannehill.
It doesn't
and
matter.
then
I mean,
Kyler
it
at the end, man.
switches every week.
You know, that's
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fluid. It's a fluid list right there, man.
That's purgatory.
The bottom
That's
two
the
is
tier list I call
definitely different than the
purgatory. Huh?
The bottom two and the top two are way different.
Hey man, but that's it's a cool little group though, right there though, man. I don't know if I want Kirk in my group and Jimmy G in my group, but it's weird.
I would take Justin Fields over Captain Kirk, to be honest.
You just like intangibles. We talking about winning football.
I like
we
where
talking
TG's going
about
with
getting
this. I like
guys
where TG's going.
paid. Justin Fields has not done anything in comparison to Captain Kirk. Just
Give Justin Fields that Minnesota team.
Well, he ain't got that team. Kirk is the reason why that team is that team. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if I could say right now, but I'd prefer Justin Fields to be my quarterback over Kirk Cousins because at least you got the upside. I feel like you feel like he could be your franchise.
Potential will get you fired. That's what I do know.
But I
And
think it's
Kirk
close
is
right now. Honestly, probably right now it's close.
Yeah. Potential versus productivity, man. Kirk give me productivity, so I roll with the production. That's all I'm saying, man.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
Man. And Jimmy G, a two-time Super Bowl champ too. Put some respect on his name as well.
Jimmy G's a guy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Jimmy's a guy. He's still a guy.
Watch out for Vegas.
Still a guy.
Watch out for Vegas this year, man.
I'm not saying that yet.
What? See?
Saying that.
His own problem. He can't stay healthy.
But when he's healthy, his teams are dancing. They in them NFC championships, they in them AFC championships, or they in them Super Bowls. That's what Jimmy G do.
Purdy got him there too, though.
That's what Jimmy G do, though, bro. Y'all seen Jimmy G, man. You seen Jimmy G, man.
Shanahan had Purdy balling. Shanahan.
Purdy is an outlier. For every Purdy, how many other quarterbacks came in there? You Nick Mullins and who else? Who else they go through that little?
Couple guys.
Trey Lance is one of them.
Yeah, Trey. Oh, yeah, Trey is definitely one of them. Trey is like your AR-15 pick, man. A very expensive flyer, and you got to the party and it was a dud. You like, bro, what is this, man? I had to pay that cover to get in here. This, like, that's what that was, man.
That wasn't running a 4.3 at 260. Those are way different.
To TG's point, I mean, if Trey Lance is going 3, why the hell not Anthony Richardson going in the top 3?
Think about it. Trey was North Dakota State.
Played one game,
and that was during the COVID time frame too. Yeah, you're right. You definitely, and they traded up for that, didn't they? Yeah, they traded up for that.
Nobody coming to get AR. Come on, somebody.
Yeah, he probably will go top 5.
Now that you say it like that, yeah. But does that make? But just because somebody else do it, just because they do it, does that make it a good decision? Does that make it the best decision? Does that make? It's the whole Lamar conversation. Oh, Cleveland paid Deshaun Watson all his money. Should we pay Lamar all his money? And they're like, oh no, we won't do that. So just because somebody else did that with Trey Lance, don't mean you got to turn around and do the exact same thing for AR-15.
Josh Allen was a stretch. They tried to get Josh Allen for cheaper. They started dropping his tweets from 6 years ago. They're like, man, we got to drop this. We got to make this make sense.
They said that boy was 13 and a half. They said, oh, no, look at him. Look at this.
Don't do it. You don't want it.
They say, bro, he was 12. How old was he? This was what year? They said, 03. I'm saying, bro, was just born. What?
Let's tell you how it goes. AR, they're going to have to come up and get that. Somebody's going to go get that. I see that guy.
I think that's why dudes like Trey Lance or Richardson are going top 5. A guy like Josh Allen pans out. Mahomes pans out. Yeah. He was no, I don't know necessarily a reach, but Mahomes, he was a project at the time.
He just wasn't looking. Yeah. That's what this looks like. You see the arm strength?
No.
I'm with you. He does throw like Mahomes. No,
but
he has the same exact release.
But you're saying Mahomes, what he was doing collegiately versus AR-15 coming out. Mahomes still was a better player at that stage. That's all I'm saying.
Was in that big field too, though. He was airing it out a lot.
True.
A lot. You know, I think the game they show against Baker Mayfield scores like 60-50. Like a lot of opportunities. Yeah. It's different.
Okay.
It's different.
Okay.
Different. All right. I think he's gonna be a guy. AR. I'm on the A. I drink the Kool-Aid.
Are you copping a jersey?
If he get the deuce in Carolina, can you imagine that?
You're copping the jersey?
If he get the 2 in Carolina, I get the jersey.
Seattle, you're definitely copping Seattle jersey.
If he's in Seattle for a fact, he's going to get it, bro.
I got to get the Geno. Geno for Heisman. I live that. I don't know if Geno Saturdays. I live that. I was stuck on the Geno train when everybody wrote him off. I'm like, nah, Gene's a good quarterback.
He has developed, man. He done got paid. I'm with you.
Good. He just needed the op. He needed a good spot. He needed to land the spot. Geno's always good.
Does AR beat him out, or is it just the politics?
No, Geno had it for a year and then he got to give it away. How much they paid for that? They gotta get their pay up. They just gave Geno $100 million. That's Geno's spot.
Okay.
But when they asked him, he's like, "I'll teach whatever y'all want me to do."
Okay.
Y'all teach him. I'll teach him. Okay. I would love for him to go to Seattle, though. I would love to go to Carolina. I'd love for him to go to Carolina. But if you don't go to Carolina, I think Seattle would be great for him.
Yeah, for me, man, I definitely think the Seattle move, sit behind Geno, you good. But no, we're gonna see how that thing plays out, though, man. But yeah, we are almost there to draft time, man. So, with that being said, though, broski, we are going to spend the block on you, man, so we appreciate you as always. And I still can't believe you called me the pure, boy, I still can't believe you put the pure blood, man, dog. But, oh, man, I'm going to be thinking about this for the rest of the night. I just want you to know that. It might be 3 in the morning. I might hit you a line like, really? Pure blood? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, don't be surprised. Like, yo, this, like, I'm still in my feelings. Yes. I hope I woke you up. Like, I'm just letting you know. All right. My dog, bro. All right, peace. Yeah, man. Hey, you never know what you might hear sometimes. Man, call me the pure boy. Come on, man. Yeah.
I wouldn't look too much into it.
It just, it just had my feelings hurt a little bit, man. Like, it's like you could be adopted and they be like, that's why you adopted. Like, dang, bro.
He didn't say it like that.
Nah, he didn't say it. He was like, he's pro mommy. What you trying to say? He's originally from mommy. He's a for real from mom. Like, dang, bro. But hey, as far as stepkids out here, man. Hey, all you stepkids, like, y'all hold your head up, man. All right, we gotta stick together, baby. We gotta stick together. All right, if don't nobody else love y'all, just know I love y'all, man. Mostly love the stepkids. All right, that's what I'm on today. Since that's what, yeah, that's not pure bloods. Yeah, yeah.
What's the phrasing? Is there something like family thicker than blood? No.
Oh, yeah, but
something like that.
It's like
what I'm saying is like there's dudes that like a James Ferrier came in, right?
Yeah.
And like we view him as like a Steeler.
He's a Steeler.
Right? He's a
Absolutely.
Steeler.
Steeler. Yeah.
Who else? Jerome Bettis.
Yeah. Steeler.
One from the Rams.
Yeah.
To the Steelers.
Debo. I don't know where he started here, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He jumped around.
Yeah,
all over
I
the
didn't know
place.
which one he started
Practice
with.
squads and whatnot.
But either way, Steeler.
Right. You
Yeah.
see?
And then you flip it, Vrabel.
Yeah, good way to put it.
Patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started here, Patriot.
First 4 years.
Yeah.
He didn't have his best 4 years of his career here.
Yeah.
I think he was more like a special team or depth
Yeah.
guy. Goes up to the Patriots. Good.
Yeah.
Becomes their starter.
So say there we go.
Just trying to give you a different perspective on it.
I'm
I'm trying to help you out.
It ain't helping.
Even though I kind of threw that Bills comment in there. I might have.
I was like, yo,
I might have leaned into it a little bit.
You was smiling when you said it. I'm just like, Deke, like, bruh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got feelings. Yeah, I have feelings. I might not be moved by the comments in the section, but pure blood like that might have just ooh. And then because it was just casually, just don't like, and because it was Bud we talking about, and I remember the whole scene when Bud was drafted, I was like, yo, y'all just gave me the new deal and you bring in Bud, like, what is this? So already it was
deeper.
It was already weird. The PTSD came. I was like, yo, it was already weird when we first met. But it's like, yo, we connected his love. But I was like, yo,
were you thinking, am I sure I still like Bud? Is that what you're thinking?
I was like, yo, dude, is Bud my enemy? What's going on? It's like, yo, shoot, this
is the relationship we develop all for loss
this
right
how
now?
petty I was. I was looking like TG. I was like, TJ, nah, I don't rock with him now either. Highsmith, you another pure blood. Well, you know what? F you to them. I was like, yo. I was going down a lot of all the pure bloods. I'm like, dang, man, this is crazy. But
Minka, not a pure blood. I guess.
Right.
Technically.
He's a Steeler, though.
Right.
You get
what I'm saying. You see how it could happen.
Yeah. Minka's definitely a Steeler.
Yeah.
Even if Minka went somewhere else, he's still a Steeler. Yeah. Good call. Good call, man. Good call. Oh, TG. Lord.
Baron Bradford, how you want me to get to super
yes,
chat?
Yeah. Please get to the super chats, and I'll take my half-blood self and just be your little side partner today, all right? Yeah, just don't mind me over here.
Baron Bradford says, would y'all prefer an offensive tackle or a CB in the first? I would rather an offensive tackle move up for Johnson Jr., higher ceiling. Skoronski is more as is to me.
Oh, you know what?
Skoronski's the offensive tackle I want in the first round.
I apologize. I was listening, but Sean McCartney had caught me off guard.
Okay.
And I had to stop you. So we're going to reread this, but I need to just repeat what Sean McCartney just said. Deke, I thought I was reading something positive. He said, Moats got that dog in him. But it's a mutt. Oh, like, what's going on, man? That's how y'all feel, man. It's crazy. The mutt, like, I love mutts too. I used to have a couple of mutts. Now and we do be like, oh, we got some pure Frenchies. We got pure. Oh Lord, what am I doing? Oh man, yeah, dang, on. Oh gosh, because it's like, yo, you do got the dog in you. You want that dog, but you right. That dog a little mixed over here. That ain't the regular version. You don't know what you might get from this one, man.
And the other thing too is you're split 50-50 exactly.
Oh.
So I was just talking about James Ferrier and Minka and all these guys. I mean, you're exactly split.
At least with them, it's like heavily slanted on this side. They're like, oh, I got 2 over here, but 10 here said me. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, man. It's one of them days, bro. It's one of them days, man. Like I said, shout out to all us mixed, all us mutts, okay? All the stepkids, all the ones that's been adopted, okay? When you didn't have a home and somebody took you in, you found your way, all right? Just know we here for you, all right? I'm going to hold it down for y'all, okay? Okay, cheeks. Yeah, you're right. I ain't even originally from the city, huh? I can't even, Yinzer, I can't even, oh, you're right. That is all bad. It's all bad today, bro.
You have been more in Pittsburgh, though. You stayed here.
There we go. Perspective.
You stayed here.
Perspective,
yeah.
Yes, perspective.
You even did the Steelers West trip.
See, I did all the extras.
That's connected to
I did all the extras,
Pittsburgh
right?
and Steelers,
Yeah.
right? If you would have went from Bills to AZ, it's not. There's no connection.
It wouldn't have been the same. Nah. Bills, you gotta go to Miami. It's
that
weird.
it?
Like they always
Is
go
that
down
that
there.
one?
Yeah, they go down south. Yeah, like why you going there? I go, it's all right. That's where you go. But yeah, man, I went out with the AZ. You know, I did all the things you're supposed to do. Yeah.
NSMC 99 is calling this one a roast sesh. Everyone is sliding most today.
Yeah, man. Like what
Didn't know
It
when
was
didn't know
just,
we'd hit the live button. Had to go
Here
this
I
way.
was thinking it was gonna be a great day. I'm like, bro, we get to talk a little golf on the front end. I was like, oh, Deke gonna like this one. So I was like, we're gonna talk some golf. I was like, oh, AR-15 flipping. Oh, TG gonna like this one. And little did I know when I was just thinking all these things through, all these planning this and that they was gonna be over here like, hey yo, Moats, we got you today. Boom, 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 boom. Like, yo, this crazy, man. I'm just over here like, mama. So yeah, man.
Well, if you still want to talk Steelers, what do you want to do in the first? Offensive tackle or cornerback?
Man. Which pure blood would we want to welcome to the family? Huh? Well, I guess I'll probably stick with JPJ since his daddy was a pure blood, and I'm making him a pure blood too, huh? We just go the pure blood way the whole way. How about that? Yeah, let's give it a family affair for everybody. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I could go either or. Skronsky's the only offensive tackle I want in the first. Mm-hmm. Cornerback, you could sell me on pretty much any of the top 5, probably top 4 or 5. Gonzalez, Witherspoon, JPJ, even Deontay Banks if we got to reach for him.
I feel you on that.
I'd be fine with any of those guys.
Yeah, that's my thing, man. I feel like the list of corners I'm willing to take in the first is way longer than the list of tackles I would really want us to take. Outside of those positions, though, it is kind of hard for me to talk myself into something like to have a harder stance on it. Because right now, like, I lean heavy, but I'm still 50-50 on cornerback versus tackle at 17. But I feel like after those two positions, like, I don't have this strong stance that it has to be a safety or it has to be a linebacker, a pass rusher, it has to be an athlete linebacker, it has to be a D tackle, like, or even a receiver. So that's why it's like, if Skronsky isn't on that board, or heck, man, any of our big tackles that we've talked about, right? Your Paris Johnson, your Broderick Jones, Anton Harrison, right? If none of that is there, because the way these mocks have been, some of them have all of those tackles going before they get to us. Some of them have all the corners going before they get to us. However it falls, though, if neither is there that we like, then yeah, I don't, yeah. Now you're going to hit me with your Jordan Addison pick. I got right here. But you just take Addison, you know. But
I'm really liking Zay Flowers.
Zay look like AB, bro. Zay looks identical to AB, man.
I should have never watched his highlights today.
Zay
I
is
should have
AB.
never done it. I could have been ignorant. I could have been ignorant. Just Addison.
That was, so this has been my thing. I thought you had already peeped Zay. You just didn't care about Zay.
Nope.
Yeah, I thought that's why you was like Jordan, but I'm like, bro, Zay is AB. Like, identical. AB. That is AB, bro.
I mean, I could just imagine
No, like
Zay and Kenny developing
Yes.
a new relationship.
Bro, it is AB. That is A.
We don't necessarily need to go back to
bruh.
the college relationship. We could start anew, right?
Yeah. Keep it fresh.
Picket Flowers.
Keep it fresh, man.
Oh, yeah, there's some type of nickname there, right? Picket Flowers.
Ooh.
I don't know how that even makes sense.
Look at
Flower picking.
We're going
flower
flower
picking.
picking.
Flower
picking.
picking.
We got flower pickings with Pickett. We got Pickett going
Something
to
like
pick
that.
some flowers. Pickett picking flowers. There we go. Pickett Pickens flower. Pickens picking his flower. There we go. Something like that.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my thing though, man. It's like Zay, bro. Zay is a problem, man.
Yeah, I'm wondering why he's not getting as much hype. Maybe it's just because of the size.
Yeah, well,
but
think
we've
about
seen firsthand how
what
that
AB
doesn't
is.
matter as much.
Exactly, and that's why we don't shy away. I'm sure Carolina Panther fans don't shy away from Steve Smith type receivers or the Baltimore Ravens. If you've had a smaller receiver who has thrived on the outside,
They went a little too small with Marquise Brown.
True, but you see though, like the thought
Yeah.
process though, right? And Hollywood Brown was smaller than AB. AB was short, but he's not little in no way, shape, or fashion. Like he's rocked up. So I just think that if you've had a chance to have a smaller receiver that can thrive, we know how exciting that is. We know what they do because you get the best of both worlds. You get a guy that can take it, take the top off the defense like a true big body receiver with the combat catches and stuff like that. But you also get this elite level slot run after ability because of them being smaller in stature. And typically they provide some issues for those longer, taller corners out there, man, if they can beat press. But the problem is, most of those little guys struggle with beating that man-to-man press consistently, and that's what AB, Steve Smith. I'm trying to think, man. Jamar Chase, thinking like just smaller wide receivers, guys that aren't 6'3", 6'4", and stuff like that. You want to find them dudes that can consistently beat press man, because if you can, then you got one. Zay Flowers on tape, man. At least at the collegiate level, he caught some bodies. Like, yeah, he was doing what he's supposed to do, but
and didn't have the best of quarterback
Not at
situations in Boston
Not
College.
at
Now,
all,
that's even saying with Jerkovich coming to Pittsburgh, but he didn't have his best
Yeah.
seasons the last 2 years. He was banged up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Zay Flowers was still doing his shit.
Nah, that's the thing, though, man. Like,
I got a dilemma.
I'm definitely Zay Flowers.
I got a dilemma.
I just feel like Zay is an early pick. Like,
You think he goes before us? You think he's the first one off the board?
I'm saying he's first round. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So like because today is our first
Yeah.
time
I think
really talking
you'd have to take him 17,
Right,
or,
that's what I'm saying.
a team like the Chargers or the Bills or
Right.
someone could probably take him.
Yeah, because Buffalo, I'm already like, yo, if he's sitting there at 27, I'm like, yo, Buffalo, that's another receiver that you would want because of that. But that was my thing. And like I said, today was our first day of really like
they
talking
missed out on
receivers,
AB
but
on the trade.
Get
so.
you a good guy. Get you with an AB without the character stuff, without the baggage right now.
They
man.
tried.
Yeah.
They tried. What was it, 5th rounder? AB said nah.
Yeah. Which was a blessing in disguise, man. You never know. You never know.
Oh,
man.
right. Yeah. Imagine how that could have
Yeah.
taken the whole Josh Allen era.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, blessing in disguise, man. Glad that didn't work out. All right. Yeah, man.
Let's go, UW.
But now Zay definitely Zay the dude though.
I'm
bro.
a fan.
Yeah.
Let's go, UW says, as someone who watched him a lot at AZ State and UNLV, he's interesting as OC. He's talking about that
Glenn
offensive
Thomas.
assistant.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny he says that because he sucked at AZ State and UNLV. At least his offenses did.
But maybe that's why he said he's interesting as OC. He didn't say he was good, just interesting. Think about it. You could define Matt Canada as interesting because of the jet sweep element. It's a little bit like off the beaten path when you're watching his style in comparison to like today's NFL. It's a little weird. It's a little interesting. So maybe that's the thing he was going for.
It wasn't as interesting to me with Big Ben, but
That's because you didn't
once
like what
they
was
sabotaged
developing.
and
Yeah.
ran Big Ben out of town and we signed a Mitch at a KP8, I did say, hey, let's give it a chance. Let's see. And it wasn't good
Hold
to
on,
start
you
off
know
the
what?
year.
You see, I turned over that new leaf for you, man. You turned over a new leaf towards him.
Yep.
I just wish you would
I
turn
don't
over a
know
new
when-
leaf towards me.
I don't know when it was.
man.
I think it was at some point after we put Pickett in. I started to turn over the new leaf because I saw the offense continue to get
Yeah.
better. Even before the bye, we weren't putting up the gaudiest of stats and whatnot, but you could see us moving the ball. And then the bye week hit, and our offense was good. It was
Yeah.
just flat out good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Keep turning over the new leaves, man. Remember, Buffalo's a new leaf you could turn over.
No, Never.
The way that you've been talking to me
Never.
and picking on me today, you could turn that leaf over too, man. Like, it's just a lot of leaves you can be turning. That's all I'm saying, man. It's a lot of leaves.
No, I was,
It's a lot of
I
leaves,
was
man.
giving a suggestion to help out.
I didn't like that suggestion. You did not need
I was
that.
giving you some new
and
phrasing.
why you laughing so much? See, like, you see this smile, it makes it seem like what you're telling me is not really as genuine as you're trying to make it come
I'm
off.
sorry, TG
Okay?
brought it up, and
I
a thought popped into my mind, and I
Yeah,
was just like,
uh-huh.
okay, maybe this could be a little hint or a little tidbit that most could take to heart here.
You could have kept that to yourself and been like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till we done with the show and then we could talk about it. Or you could have like text me. You know what I mean? But he's like, nah, this the moment right here. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, I maybe would have forgot.
It felt real calculated at that point in time in the convo. Like, hey guys,
Nah, it just
wait.
popped up. It just
Boom.
popped up. It
It's
just
like,
popped
yo,
up.
woo.
Steeler Nation on fire. Gerald Alexander is the new DB's assistant coach. All right, we got
Let's
another
go,
hire.
man. Let's go. All right, let me pull him up, man.
Is
See if we
he
got any info
the
on him.
Terrell Austin replacement, maybe?
Low key, you see how they do it? Because TA, didn't he come in as
He was a secondary guy, right?
secondary assistant, and then eventually got the move up. So I'm trying to see if they have it on the website just yet. I don't see it. Let me type it in.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I did not either. Gerald Alexander.
Maybe because Matt Canada's not really associated with us bringing in an assistant defensive backs coach, right?
There's oh no, that don't matter at all, man. He doesn't. Can he call plays on offense? That's the first thing. Can he call plays on offense? Like, bro, what? Okay.
Nothing. Does this guy even exist?
No. Because I'm trying to see if this is the same person. Because the Gerald Alexander that initially came up was a former player in the league from 2007 to 11. Played down in Detroit, Jacksonville, Carolina, and Miami, in New Jersey with the Jets. So I'm wondering if they just brought in another former player, bringing him into the building. In terms of that whole coaching assistant thing, very similar to what we did at linebacker when we talked to Aaron Curry.
Yeah.
Bringing another
I
guy that's
forgot
still
about that
younger.
one.
Yeah. So that, and I just don't know if it's the same. But he played DB as well.
Yeah, if he's got NFL experience,
that is.
somewhat
Yeah, played
prior
at Boise
coaching
State.
experience, it's a fine
Yeah.
signing.
Yeah, that's him.
assistant DB's coach. Sure.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up any of his.
I don't think
coaching
there's any
stuff.
hate to that.
Nah. Let's see. No, I do like that though.
Yeah,
If you bring in another player, heck
because
yeah.
we were with some of the losses we were sustaining with our coaching staff this offseason. We were starting to dwindle in our numbers. Now we're building it back up a little bit,
I like it, man.
bringing
I
in these
like it.
assistants.
Let's keep that thing rolling, man. Keep that thing rolling.
AJ Martinez says TJ is fire.
Shout out to TJ.
TJ is a good player.
Hey, facts about that.
Let's go.
I always
UW.
wonder when I see that in the context. I'm like, was that while we were on the phone? And I'd be like, what were we talking about TJ?
Let me see. My screenshots
Yeah.
are timed. So yeah, that was in the middle of the TG interview.
Yeah, I was like, what were we talking about with TJ? Unless we were talking about him being homegrown.
Were we
too.
talking Bud?
Bloodlines? I don't know.
Were we talking Bud and we were talking Highsmith TJ?
Probably. You know all those, homegrown dudes. They just kind of go together like that, huh? Yeah.
It's got AJ Martinez
Yeah.
dropping super chats.
I'm just
And
clearly.
here's those names.
Clearly, all right? It just moves the needle a little more when it's homegrown. Oof. It's like, man, you want to go out to eat? Nah, I want a mom's home cooked meal. Oof. Yeah. Huh.
You're saying that's what TJ provides?
I just wow. That's where we are, bro. That's what we provide, dude.
Hey, he's a decoy.
Fair enough.
Let's go UW. What about an heir to Cam Hayward? That was TG's little mock he
Yeah.
did. He said defensive line with the second round pick.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think, man. Some of the guys that we have talked about too, potentially being that we looked at Brian Brissy. He's one of the guys that we've talked about, that we've looked at, that we do feel in terms of the guy that probably is the most similar to a Cam Hayward type that could come in here and develop into that in terms of body size, athleticism. Brian Brissy probably is the next closest thing to that. But Cam is still a unicorn too, man. But shit, who would that heir be right now? It could it be Larry Ogunjobi?
Well, we signed him to a 3-year deal.
Well, he's not homegrown. I just didn't know. He's not Steeler blood.
Well, So he's going to have, if he stays this whole 3 years, he'll have 4 with the Steelers. Will he have 4 with the Bengals?
It's got to be a
Or
combination.
no, 4
It's
with
a
the Browns,
combination.
1 with the Bengals.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Or 3 with the Bengals,
3 Bengals.
1 Brown.
No, he started.
No,
he
one.
started in Cleveland.
I'm
he only
botching
had
this
1
up.
year over there. Yeah.
Started with the Browns. Was it 3 years?
I thought he
See,
did.
he wasn't a
4.
first round pick.
Right. I thought he was 4 in
Okay.
Cleveland, 1 in Cincy.
Might be.
Yeah.
So it'd be split.
See?
I don't know why Joe Hayden's popping up in my mind right now because we were talking about starting with the Browns. He went back to Cleveland. He signed that final deal.
Is it still to you though?
Wow. I you know what? I would like no, he already answered it. He answered it already. I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be either or. It doesn't have to be either or like that. But
now we don't gotta be either or. Now you don't. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
he played for the Steelers, he played for the Browns, but I think
that was in the division. What we talk? That's in the division. My one in the division. I at least can't. I'm Turnpike, but I'm up there. Different division.
I think most people would say he's more Brown.
I low key.
I don't think it's much of a debate. That's probably
to me. I'm selfish. He's my Steeler teammate, but when I see him, I'm like, bro, that's a Brown. He got he even got the Browns chain. He got a Cleveland Brown.
he decided himself too, going back there and signing the 1 year deal and
I'm
everything.
like, bro, I love Joe.
He
but
said it.
Yeah. I'm like, we had a moment.
Actions
Yeah.
speak loud.
Yeah.
I want to check out this Ogunjobi thing. Cause he is. Yeah, you're right. He's got a wide array right now.
He does, man. He didn't. That Pro Football got some names on it.
You're right. Cleveland had 4. Cincy won. Steelers won. So if he stays the full 3 years, it'd be 4-4. Steelers and Cleveland.
So he got to earn it then. Nope.
One on the run with Cincy.
Nope.
He might not make it to the last
I'm going to
year.
say to the long
with,
time, bro.
you know how these contracts go and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So wait, what were we talking about? Ogunjobi
In terms of the
being
area, yeah. Because I know they brought up DeMarvin Lear. He's another guy we'll talk. He's another guy in that mix.
I think it just makes sense for. I think Cam could play like another year or two, but yeah, if he were to call it quits, Ogunjobi becomes your main guy, and then you either draft another guy or you're right, Leal develops and you can roll with him.
Yeah.
Then they might draft the guy this year. I don't know. It's not the most pressing of things, but it's not like it'd be
part
stupid.
Of the reason too, with it not being most pressing and us having 32 and 48 available. Shoot, even 80 available. I don't think 80 because Cam's still a first rounder. I think it's at 32 or 48 if you're looking for his legitimate.
Because that's where
placement.
Tuitt was drafted second.
Mm-hmm.
Big Noriega says, I'll take Tannehill, Jimmy G, and Cousins over Pickett.
At this stage, I understand that stance. But when we're talking ceilings and floors, that is where the conversation does change, man, because with Tannehill, Jimmy, and Kirk, we do know, just based on the sample size, man, you're not going to get Hall of Fame type play from them. You're not going to get elite level play from them for a consistent basis. They'll give it to you in spurts. They give you 3 games where they flirt with elite, and they're going to use some sound bites, and it's going to look beautiful. But then they're going to come back down to earth. With Kenny, it's still just, we don't know that yet. We don't know what he can fully grow into. We saw what he was able to do last year, where he started at, where it ended at. And those are 2 very different versions of quarterback. So that's what we always say, man. We just got to see which version continues to show up. Does he revert back to what we saw at the beginning of the year, where it was more turnovers, where it was more, not necessarily reading it the way that we wanted it to be done and just putting it out there? Or is it the version we saw at the end of the year where he looked like QB1? He had command of the offense, clutch factors, delivering the ball on time, anticipation where it needed to be, and the turnovers gone. We just don't know.
One.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we just don't know which version
the bye.
shows up. If you're a supporter of Kenny, you anticipate it being the second half. If you have questions about Kenny, you think it might be the first half. Just depending on where you fall on that thing, man. But like I said, with Kirk, Jimmy, and Tannehill, we've already passed that phase with them. That sample size, it's defined. They are who they are. So that's all, man. But we'll see with Kenny though, man. And your projections could be right. I'm saying with these projections could be right.
I'm taking KP8 right now.
Nah. Like I said, man, that's a guy that believes in him. I'm with it.
I think I skipped one. Sean McCartney. He says when Moats found out he was adopted by Steelers.
Yo, you right, man. That is how I be feeling, man. And now everybody, why y'all just keep piling it on though, bro? Like I'm just trying to figure this out, man. What's going on here, man?
I'm just reading.
So you went and looked for it. You thought I think I missed one right here. What the? Go pull it. I'm over here like what you missed? I'm over here.
I didn't mean to. I could have skipped that one. I would have skipped that one.
I think I missed one. I'm over here like, yo, let me scroll through that. Maybe Deke did miss one.
I just wanted to be 100% on the super chat.
I
take pride in trying to read all this.
Any other time, if we would have missed a super chat, you would have just turned your head, not said anything. You would act like everything was fine. But no, you want to make a point. That is crazy. Crazy.
He paid for the comment.
That makes right. That's justified. Huh? He paid for it. Yeah, he paid for it.
Steeler Nation on Fire says, do the Steelers take 2 CBs? One who could play outside, one that could play in the nickel. Sure.
Yeah, we don't think a double dip at the cornerback position in this draft is outlandish or far-fetched, man. With the amount of picks we got, plus with the needs that we have or the lack thereof, there is a legitimate chance that we could be sitting there at 17 and we take a guy and then turn around and at 80. Potentially be like, man, we like this guy too, man. Let's get this guy now. And we will still feel great about it. It's only going to bolster our depth. It's only going to make us a better unit. But yeah, I could definitely see a scenario where we do take 2 corners in this draft. I thought initially we would take 2 linemen in this draft, but because of all that O-line stuff we done brought in, them guards, I don't see that anymore. I think if we do something that's going to be tackle and probably just one of them. But I still think that the double dip though at corner is in play.
Okay, we got Alexander Sneed giving a suggestion for nicknames if we do take Zay. Pickens Flowers on the picket fence.
Ooh.
It's a tongue twister there.
Little bit.
Tough to say after a touchdown is scored or so. When would you even bring that up? Because usually touchdowns are just quarterback to one receiver.
Did you imagine trying to say that in the fourth quarter after the hydration that takes place in the stadium?
That would have to be a Canada... whatchamacallit?
Trick play?
Jet reverse trick play. Yeah, exactly. Where Pickett tosses it to Pickens or Flowers, and then they throw it to the other receiver for a touchdown.
Stranger things have happened. Do you believe in miracles? Come on, man.
Like I said, I'm not wanting that at all from this offense.
You want to see that. You want to see that go-go gadget stuff going on back there. Flip it over here. Double pass over here. Make it look like CFL and XFL and just double. Yeah.
Just drop back, pass the ball.
Can they get Wildcat too? I want Wildcat. Give me Kenny lined up at the Y. Give us all
I wouldn't be as opposed to that. Wildcat at the goal line with Najee. Wouldn't be as opposed.
No, I'm talking about to throw it. I want to get exotic midfield. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man.
You're talking midfield.
Yeah,
I was thinking Derrick Henry goal line stuff.
You trying to run just quarterback power? That's what you looking for. I want real Wildcat. Put Deontay at quarterback. Let Deontay.
I can't do that,
man. Come on.
AJ Martinez says TG is fire. That's what I guess he meant to say.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a shot at me not being a blue blood. Fair enough. All right, AJ. I feel better now.
You thought that's what the initial comment was?
I did. I was like, yo, the timing of it just, yeah. I was like, yo,
I don't think that's what he was going for.
We weren't even talking TG like
that. Well,
like
you said, it was just a typo anyway.
Okay, yeah, I feel way better now. That's why see, this is growth. This is my transparency. I was like, in my mind, I said, oh yeah, AJ Martinez, okay, that's crazy. I thought we had a connection. That's crazy. But now, I don't feel slighted anymore. I feel good. We're back. Me and you, AJ, at least are back. Sean McCartney, hurt my feelings a little bit, man.
He also says it was a wide finger type. TJ is a freaking doomsday device.
Facts.
My first fire was for TG. I'm jealous my ex took my on a plane before me. She going to Florida. Took my what? We're missing a word there.
I hope it's daughter. I don't know. I'm scared. But he said she at the end. She going to Florida. So,
okay.
I don't know. Whatever it was.
I thought he moved on from the ex. He was going for Miss Trita. But then she moved on from him because
she was about to get married.
Yeah, because AJ was stalling too much.
Yeah, whatever happened with that? Did you go to the wedding and are they married? That is a good question. You're right. That was underlined. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he didn't say exactly when the wedding was. This was a few months ago.
Yeah, and I was like, yo,
some people do
chill,
marry quick, right? After they propose. Some people wait like 2 years.
Serious, you never know, man.
So I don't know if he's got time. Gorilla mode. Moats, who you got in Adesanya versus Pereira?
Oh my
rematch
God.
this weekend.
Yes, that is this weekend, man. I wanted to be Izzy. I love Izzy, man. I love his style. But the problem is, man, it's a bad matchup, man. Pereira just has his number. That's what it seems. Whether you're talking about the kickboxing stuff, man, where Pereira has already knocked him out, whether you're talking about in the octagon where they fought for the first time, and Izzy was winning the fight. Izzy was dominant. Izzy looked clean until what? Pereira caught him. And he is heavy-handed. When he touches Izzy, Izzy reacts. It's just hard to stay perfect for them 25 minutes, man. He's going to have to do against little Alex, man. So, unfortunately, I do think Alex wins, but I'm a fool, so I put my money on Izzy. How about that? That's just how I really live, though. You do that, man? Like, you don't like the matchup, but your loyalty is you can't bet against this? Like, I'm like, yo, I'm loyal to Izzy. Like, John Jones is another one. I was like, yo, even if I don't like the match, I'm still going to put my money on him. Like, that's my guy. Mayweather, that's my guy. I don't care about that. I don't care who that's my guy. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, man. Like you said, it's probably not the best, but that's my guy.
AJ Martinez says, OMG.
He gonna style on him.
Daughter playing Florida. So you're right. He did mean to say daughter. Ex jealous. Dad not first to fly, but Tony Lexi going with me to the Berg for a Steeler game.
Shout out.
He says, hi, ex-booty wife. Nice boo.
AJ be killing me with his sound bro. Like, I'm gonna stay away from the ending part because I'm just gonna leave that one alone. But I do like the fact that you're pulling up with Tony Lexi to the Berg for a Steelers game next year, man. That's gonna be a vibe. Or did you say next year? Or, I don't think you actually put it up there, but he said that's the plan. But either way, man, that's gonna be a vibe. Yes.
Sean McCartney, don't feel bad, Moats. Bettis wasn't pure blood too.
Yes.
I was bringing up examples for you.
But the problem is, Deke brought up the other example of where did he play longer. And that goes back to my issues. So, yes, the Jerome Bettis element helps, but it doesn't help because Deke very much pointed out the fact that I'm split 50-50 down the middle. He said, I'm a 50-50 mutt. I'm half Steeler blood. Half. You're right. I'm not even 50-50 then. Excuse me on that one, okay? Excuse me. I'm trying to take credit for the Carter year like that. That's a bonus. Like, can it add it to 6? Can you know what I mean? Make it 5.5.
Maybe it's one of those things you could flush out your system. Like,
yeah,
it's like a virus.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah, you don't now it's 50-50.
Yeah. But that's one of them things for me, man. Like, yeah. So I appreciate the Bettis, name recommendation, but unfortunately, that does not help my situation right now.
Q, after last season with Canada calling the worst flea flicker ever, he's banned from trick plays.
What flea flicker he called last year, bro?
I think he's talking about the Chiefs playoff game. That was
I don't even remember that joint.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever
terrible.
I think of the Chiefs game,
terrible.
that playoff game, I think of TJ Watt. Didn't he have like a pick to start it? Because we came out
we were
hot.
up 7-0.
Yeah,
defense
I remember
was
that
good.
part.
Then we switched up the defense. And they started
cooking us. But that first quarter,
and Deontay dropped 2 potential touchdowns.
Yeah, Deontay definitely had one of them. And didn't Kello have a pick? I feel like Kello had a pick in the game. Penalty though.
D. Bush did.
Somebody had a pick. Yeah, we had a pick. We had 2 picks in the game.
It tipped up, and I think D. Bush got it.
Red zone. Like we were making some stuff happen, but that was a weird game. They whooped us though. Yeah.
They scored really quick, and I think it was the second quarter. They just went on between the second and third quarter.
They got out of hand.
They scored probably 3, 4, 5 touchdowns. I don't know if it was 5 touchdowns, but they scored a lot.
Like everything right then. Yeah.
After we were doing such a good job keeping the game tight, we needed those points early.
Yeah,
after
getting
those
out of the first quarter,
stops.
it felt good, but yeah, it got outlandish.
Deontay needed to catch those balls.
I would agree.
Those could have been taken to the house. There was no one behind him.
But that's part of the history and the PTSD that we have with Deontay.
Right.
That's one of the moments that, we don't forget that. Like, it's not like you hold on to it, but it's just like it's hard to forget it because of the significance of it and when it happened. Yeah.
Maybe that flea flicker wasn't in the playoff. That might have been the
Yeah, I
late
didn't
season,
remember
regular
it.
season.
Yeah.
There was a flea flicker called against the Chiefs in 2021, and it was god awful.
It probably was. It probably definitely was. That's probably why I don't remember. I probably just like trauma just put it away. You know?
I am saying though has joined the upper room.
I'm saying though, what it do, baby? And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we greatly appreciate you, man. Definitely do.
AJ Martinez says TG has a cheetah. He spoke of the mighty cheetah. Yeah, he brought up the
He did
comparison.
too with the cats. Yeah, he brought.
Who was he talking about? He said they're just two different players.
Edmonds.
Edmonds.
And He was like, one's like a cheetah, one's like a. Did he say panther or
I think
jaguar?
he said panther. He might have said jaguar too. It was
Yeah.
one of the two.
It was like, yeah, it was definitely like them exotic things. Yeah.
Steeler Nation on fire. Lakers versus Clippers tonight. Can't wait.
Man, come on.
Aren't the
Bron,
Lakers in the
Bron.
playoffs?
Yo,
Right now?
and they hot too right now, bro. Bron been going off. AD been going off. Yeah. Yeah.
West is all over the place.
Little Austin Reed's been going off. Like, hey, bro.
He became their third guy.
He has that.
through all this, huh?
Yeah, he has.
And then they also had that trade for D'Angelo.
Yep.
Vanderbilt's not
Yeah,
bad either,
D'Angelo
right?
been straight. Yeah, because D'Angelo could get his
Huchimara?
own bucket, man. He could score. Whereas, beforehand, Pat begged you defense, but it wasn't like that same type of just create your own shot. And that's kind of what was missing, but it's working so far, man.
I guess you got to give credit to Pelinka in the front office for getting a team like this now.
Whoa. So now it's Pelinka in the front office. If they would have been bad picks, then everybody would be like, that's on Braun. But now that they good picks, is Pelinka in the front office? Nah, bruh. Can't be both ways. Now, which one is it?
Wait. Who was the one that brought in Russ, though? Like, what I'm saying is that team was such a disaster because of them bringing in Russ.
All I'm saying is
LeBron, you're right. No, I think LeBron had to okay all these moves.
Okay.
He had to okay all these moves for
That's
sure.
all I'm saying.
But he was the one that got him in this situation.
maybe
in
he
the
just
first place.
okayed it. He just okayed it in the first place. He just okayed it. That's it.
Like, did LeBron? All right, here's the other thing. Did LeBron have all this time during the season to be concocting all these deals?
Why
Whereas
not?
the Russ
He
thing
was
happened
injured
in
for a
the
little bit. He was
offseason.
injured for a little bit, though. Remember that.
Maybe.
So he had some
All right.
weeks. He had some time.
Maybe that was what he was doing in his
Yeah.
spare time.
Yeah.
But no, for sure. I mean, these are LeBron moves. They're LeBron-approved
It
moves.
does, yeah.
It's just bringing in Russ was
That was his boy.
as a terrible call to begin with. But for you get what I'm saying. For them to have
I'm with
Russ,
you.
the roster was in disarray, and turn it around to this, getting rid of that Russ contract,
Oh, no,
and, that's
like,
crazy.
In motion like this, like, yeah, I'm with you. Excuse me.
Let's see here. Let's see. G-Man 39. Possible to add a slot cornerback in free agency. Bryce Callahan? Question mark.
Yeah, I definitely think it is. And Bryce is a good player too. His market isn't gonna be anything crazy in terms of the money with it right now. If I remember correctly, yeah. Where's he coming off of though? What? Let me pull him up real quick. Hold on.
I think he was with the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see.
You know what? I looked into this over to the weekend or last couple days, and there's a couple guys out
Nah,
there.
'cause
If you
Bryce
want to
is
talk
straight,
about
though, man.
a slot corner,
Yeah.
Callahan, Troy Hill's out there. Cal Fuller, he's coming off an ACL though.
Yeah,
And then there
I
was
like
one
Cal.
other guy.
Cal's I like Cal the most if he
Chandon
was
Sullivan from
Yeah.
the Packers and the Vikings. On a cheap deal,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
healthy.
One of these dudes could be an
That's why-
upgrade over.
I was like, yo, where do I remember him from? Chicago. That's where it was.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
here's what, and
one of those guys could be an upgrade over Millette potentially
yeah, played
on
in
a cheap deal.
15. Played in 15 games last year. Started 11 of them. 3 picks. Had a tutty. So he scored on touch paint on defense. Some tackles. Yeah, I just need to watch it to see what it actually looked like. But just based on the numbers, briefly, I mean, it looked good. I just remember what it looked like when it was in Denver. But obviously, this is multiple years removed since then. But no, Bryce, that's a good player, man. It's definitely a good player. Look different though than Millette though. Like Millette's the physical dude. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You
Yeah,
could
it
bring in
doesn't
a
hurt
guy
though, yeah.
who could do some stuff that Millette's not doing
Right.
on a cheap deal
That's-
that has experience being a down in, down out slot
Man.
corner. It couldn't hurt.
That's
It's got to be a cheap deal.
It's the pseudo Hilton Sutton combo that you'll be building up
Right.
with that. Just instead of it being, one of those were homegrown. Huh. Yeah, they have half homegrown, half not homegrown, I guess. Yeah,
Sutton. Who's the other one? Hilton?
yeah. Because
Hilton was too, right?
Sutton was homegrown. Hilton came from New England.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did they pick him up as
Undrafted.
And they
all
cut him?
that. Yeah.
Does that count or no? That doesn't count.
Chill out. See, now you're doing a lot, man. Now you're trying to get the technicalities going on in here. His first contract was not with Pittsburgh, okay? I'm pulling it. I'm going there now,
Is that
okay?
what it is?
That's where I'm at now. What was your first? I don't care where the first time you played. What was your first contract at? Okay? I don't care if you got cut and then you signed over here and then you played for 30 years over here. Where did ink touch paper at first? That's the rule now.
Okay. Antimatter Ellie. Any quarterback in their prime, what combo are you taking? AB and Julio, Hines and Megatron, Fitz and Harrison, or Adams and Cup? So he's saying doesn't matter the quarterback.
Give me Hines and Megatron. I love AB and Julio as a close second. Hines and Megatron for me because of this. Hines gonna catch everything. Megatron gonna catch everything. Hines gonna get me playing and play out, the toughness, the route running, the physicality, and he's scary to defenders. I was a person that was scared of him our rookie year. I'm just putting that out there because I heard he had broke somebody's jaw, and I had seen it. But it wasn't in person, but I knew he was capable of that, so I was a little nervous. And Megatron is Megatron, man. That's one of the greatest suits we've ever seen, one of the freakiest suits we've ever seen. I done been in the stadium with that. It's freakier when you're in person. It's like, bro, how do you guard that? I done seen that go up top on 3 of them, Deke, at the same time and come down like, what's up, little guys? That's Megatron. AB and Julio, I love. Julio got drop issues, though. Julio to drop some. Julio definitely to drop some. AB, I love. AB kind of crazy, but I love AB play. It's the occasional, Julio going to give you an occasional, just a freebie like, bruh. So that's why I go Hines and Megatron.
I think I'm going AB Julio.
There it is.
I'm going AB over
Those
Hines.
my
I
dudes,
think
man.
it's arguable between Julio and Megatron. Now,
You said it's arguable?
If you're talking about one game or at both at their peaks, I get Megatron. But Julio as a whole, it's close. I think it's close. I think it's arguable between Julio and
has
Megatron.
the casual drop that I can't deal with, bro. I don't see those with Megatron. I have seen multiple of those with Julio. That's my only thing with him, man. Love Julio.
Can we
everything
combine
else,
AB
though.
and Megatron?
That's it. If it was AB and Megatron, it's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go AB Julio. A2A style. Oh, man. What's up, guys? I'm just glad Moats didn't play for a third team. LOL. 50-50 is bad enough.
Bro, why we doing this thing? Arizona is Pittsburgh West. It's an extension. That's what we're going to call it. Even though I'm trying to stay away from the Cardinals vibe right now because they're in the headlines again. And I was like, oh, I remember this time frame. I actually was there for this time frame. But
They're switching their jerseys. Oh, this is something else.
No, I'm talking about the G. You ain't seen where they
No.
Yeah, they were.
There's some controversy.
Yeah, with the owner, with Bidwell.
No.
Yeah, talking about misconduct, the workplace.
Oh, no, I didn't hear any of this.
Yeah, man. When Khan got suspended for the DUI, he was like providing with the burner phone, still like operating. Yeah, it was like a crazy.
Scorched earth.
Yeah, it was like messy, bro, super messy. Yeah, and then the dude that was like holding them accountable, Bidwell basically like threatening them, was like, I'm fired and all this other stuff. Yeah, it was crazy, bro, crazy. So yeah, I was like, oh, shout out to the Cardinals, man. So yeah, staying away from all that, man.
AJ Martinez with some kind words. Master, you are a Steeler, like no other, my brother. 5-5.
Hey, major love, AJ. Don't no one chat like you do, AJ. You know that. You the original Mr. Thursday, too. Don't forget that. We know how you turn up, baby. All right? But I appreciate you, AJ. You're my friend.
Justin Gordon tapped in late. NFL Network had the 2016 Week 10 Cowboys game on last night.
My mom texted me that, say.
Saw you cooking, Moats.
Oh, no,
Great game.
I
Who effed
appreciate
up
you,
on
man.
Zeke's game-winning touchdown?
Y'all know who it was, bro. It was a defender.
I need to watch that back.
At the edge of the defense that was supposed to remain in his gap, and he decided to not.
Was D-Bush on
remain.
that team?
No, but it was a linebacker. But we'll just leave it at that. I'm not saying inside or outside, but
2016.
there was an individual that was in his gap, and he decided to no longer remain in that gap. And Zeke decided to run through that gap at the most critical point of the game. And the frustrating part was, Deke, we had talked about this play. We talked about the gap integrity. We talked about that specific thing all freaking week long,
It's
baby.
after the fake spike.
And when
the
it
comeback.
happened, bro, you talk about us being sick. They're like, yo, come on, bro. Like, how? And it hit for the walk-off. My mom literally texted me last night, bro. It's like, yo, I'm watching you. Oh, man, I love this game, man. You know, because Cowboys.
Was she a Cowboys fan?
Yeah, like, man,
It was your dad was
he was the only
Washington.
one, but, like, bro, die hard. I tell you, bro, like, they still get up. Man, it's Sunday, Cowboys Sunday, watching the game. What time still play? You catch that later. It's Cowboys country. Yeah. So she was like, yo, I'm watching. I'm like, yo, cut it off at the end. Just whenever that last time they get the ball, just cut it off. Just don't watch that and you'll be good. Yeah.
Let's go, UW. Thoughts on the taunting at the end of the LSU Iowa game?
I mean, it is what it is. If you make it bigger than that, cool. I can understand the point of one person being offended by it. I could also understand the point of it being just two athletes competing. But it just depends on what narrative you try to push. Whether you want that to be a women in sports thing, whether you want it to be a black and white thing, heck, whether you want it to be a political thing. Now that, the whole Joe Biden stuff and everything like that, man. But to me, man, I just think it's a whole bunch of noise that is really getting blown out of proportion. And yeah, I hope that everybody involved, mainly, Angel Reese, that she got the right people in her corner, man, pushing her, and don't let it become, where they just try to utilize her to send something, a different type of message that doesn't really need to be put out there like that right now. But other than that, though, man, I ain't tripping on it.
Well said, and I think you even briefly said this last podcast. It's just, people are just, they're gonna blow stuff out of proportion.
Like, bro, if you're looking for something to fuss about, sure, it's plenty to well, she did this and she did this. Yes. But let's not act like we don't have nuance.
It's just funny. Like this is the type of shit we're talking about. Like we're grown adults.
This
here.
is one of the most viewed games in women's basketball history. This game was viewed more than the Stanley Cup Finals. This game was viewed more than a bunch of them bowl games for the NCAA. Like, it was 9.9 million people tapped in, and this, like you said, is what everybody's focused on. It's just crazy. But if you allow it to dominate it, then, that's what they'll run with. And that's why I was saying what I said about the whole, just make sure the right people in your corner, man, so that way they ain't putting a battery in your back having you push this narrative when it ain't even got to be nothing like that, bro. Yeah.
Fish Momentum. Hey, guys, what's up? Hashtag Jack Maurice Myers Jr.
Man, let's go. Shout him out every single time. Let's ride.
Sean McCartney, first thing I thought with the pure blood talk was Harry Potter with Mudbloods. Moats like Hermione, not pure, but knows their stuff. All love Moats.
Hey, you know what? I was a Hermione fan, too, so salute you for that. I like the Harry Potter reference out there. Shout out to all my Harry Potter folks out there, man. But yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I am like Hermione. I'm just thinking about all.
I'm not a Harry Potter guy, so I don't know who that is.
I'm just thinking about it. She's the main girl character, part of Harry's little clique. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just wow. That's it happens, man. It happens. Now I'm just gonna feel like every time I'm looking around at all the little 100% pure things, it's just gonna be reminding me of myself. Oh, thanks. Oh, nice.
So you don't even think you can watch football on Sunday?
It feels a little different right now. I'm just saying it out there, man.
So if Minka catches a pick, you're not even going to be able to enjoy it?
It is real weird. I'm just saying it's real weird right now, man. Like I'm having a lot of second thoughts. I'm just looking at things differently right now. Like, whoa, Levi, hey. Me and Levi got a lot in common, I guess, man.
Yeah, Levi Wallace.
Man. My new favorite players are Levi,
Patrick Peterson,
Kello, Pat P, who else? Mitch. You know what? James Daniels. I love Mason Cole. Who else? I don't like nothing in the backfield. Nothing back there. Nothing in the nope. Nah, no wide receivers, no tight ends. Nah, I don't like nothing. Larry Ogunjobi, my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite. I don't know if you know that. Favorite in the front seven.
Keanu Neal. Big Keanu Neal.
Big Keanu Neal. Landon Roberts. Did I tell you Landon Roberts, man? Like, he should wear 52. Cole Hope should wear 55. He did
a lot of time in the AFC East.
Both of them dudes, man. I love both of them dudes, man. Yeah, they my favorites. Yeah. I like them type of dudes now.
Not Mark Robinson.
No.
I thought you were high on him at the end of last season.
Me, man. I'm cool on Mark, man. I'm good.
You don't think he has what it takes?
Nah, I'm good on that, man. And actually, I don't like anything we're gonna draft this year personally either, man. I hate our draft.
All the draft picks.
Whatever we draft is all bust. I don't like them all.
So are you gonna be watching the draft with like what's that meme with you got the pain face behind the smiley mask
with the cries in the back? Yeah.
Is that you watching the draft here on out?
Like he's really happy. No, he's not. I'm over here looking at other teams draft. Like, oh, you went to Atlanta. When you coming over here? We gotta wait 3 years or 4 years. How long we gotta wait for you, man? All right. Oh, he went up there for. Oh, okay. 4 years. Hey, man, you gonna be my favorite in a couple years. I'll wait for you. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be, man. Yep.
We got a few more supers that popped in. We're at 644. I don't know what your timeline is
It
here.
is not good. I knew
Okay.
we got rolled, man.
We
But
save the receiver meetings for next one then?
yeah, we're back here tomorrow. Yeah, but
I
let's
think
let's
we
finish
have more to
these.
talk about with Zay Flowers.
I do as well because I like him a lot, and I don't want to rush that stuff either. I'm with you, man. All right,
828. I'll read them real quick.
yeah, let's tap in these just so we can clean this up. Yeah.
828 style. Clark said she didn't mind the taunting. It's on the game, and Reese shouldn't be criticized because she's going to keep talking junk too.
Yeah. Oh no. Shout out to Caitlyn, man, and that's the other thing too. Caitlyn didn't have to say
Oh,
anything.
shit. We got a lot that just rolled in.
Oh, all right.
We got a lot, I think.
But
I missed them.
all good. But yeah, with Caitlyn, man, nah, she a dope person though, man, and she's a competitor. She understands it. She gets it. But no, I did respect her a little bit more too, man. Not that there was any less respect, but the fact that she did go out there and speak on it again to kind of get people to cool off on Reese, because we know it's just a lightning rod right now, man. And social media, man, we be looking for reasons to. So.
Fish Momentum says next live at Southern Tier? Question mark.
Shout out to
Hashtag Deke
Southern
tag of the
Tier.
team.
Shout out.
Steeler Nation on fire. Signed, traded, or drafted. You're still homegrown.
Thank you. You are on my good list too. So Steeler Nation on fire and AJ Martinez is on my good list right now. I like it. Deke, I'm looking at you sideways, man. You've been throwing a lot over here. Just you and TG, I don't know right now, man. The way that y'all been today, yeah.
828 style. Moats is the bastard child of Pittsburgh. LOL. JK. He said JK.
They say every joke got some truth to it, though. That's the problem. See? You see my dilemma here? Every joke got truth to it.
Sean McCartney. At least you're pure AFC.
Context. That's perspective. But I did have that one in the NFC.
Like I said, I think you view the
Does that
Cardinals
count?
as just like a virus.
That's a
thing.
virus. Okay.
You got over it.
I took a shot. I'm good. All right.
Right.
Okay. So then, yes, I was pure AFC then. Yes. On a
Autumn-
technicality, but pure.
Autumn McCaddy. Hey, Deke and Moats, happy Wednesday. Have a really good feeling that the Steelers will be much improved this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got a really good feeling this year about our squad. What about you? I agree.
No, facts, man. With the moves they've made,
Double digits
the
at
hires,
least. Double digit dubs.
yeah. There's no reason to not be feeling optimistic. Trust me on that one, man. Like, there's going to be some things where we might have some adversity and we're going to have some questions, but as a whole, we should be feeling good about the overall roster and overall direction that we're in right now, man. So, now to be a vibe, man. It will be a vibe. But I believe we are caught up. So, with that being the case, y'all know we back in this thing tomorrow, 4 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button on the way out of this thing. But we are going to go because I am technically still pure blood with my wife. Okay? I don't need her to be moving on, and now I got to move on, and I'm not pure blood with somebody else, okay?
It'd be a rough day, huh?
That would be a rough day, man, okay? So I'm going to stick with this. We're going to end this now because that's the first ink that, so we're good, okay? I want to keep it like that for as long as we can. So, y'all stay safe out there. Y'all enjoy yourselves. And until next time, baby.
Peace.